and speak truth to power. Cause
Asterisk coming. Asterisk about to come.
I can't even say this shit. Fuck it, bro. I can't say it. Go ahead.
Because I'm telling you why.
You about to add an asterisk that
Fuck
you didn't have at first.
That's my problem.
Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 187. Happy Tuesday. First and foremost, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button.
Yes,
Shout out to the MalloryBrosPodcast subscribers. Y'all are the realest ones. Y'all tune in every week. Hit the subscribe button. We want to see that number grow.
100%.
It's the Super Bowl week. It's Super Bowl week, believe it or not. So we got all of the festivities leading up to the Super Bowl. Busy weekend.
Fresh off the
Hollywood.
Grammys.
I was about to say busy weekend in Hollywood, Grammy weekend. So this is that part of the year that I feel like, I don't know, a lot of motion in LA, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things to watch. But
Q1 has been very quiet in terms of like entertainment. So we finally about to start hopefully getting into a lot more of everything. If you think about it, bro, the theaters have been what? Not much. Music has been not much.
not yet.
So people really about to start getting the wheels turning for the year.
Not yet. Oh, but we'll do a quick recap. You give a weekend recap. How was your weekend, your week leading up? I don't know if you got anything new.
Nah, man, honestly, I honestly really was sick. I got sick again.
Yeah.
Because I was just sick. Because my son was sick and then I got sick. Baby germs are ridiculous. But I was chilling this whole weekend, bro.
Our whole family be getting sick trying to see Terrell's son. I be in the clear because that's my boy. But I be like, I be on FaceTime, I see him sneeze, and I'm like, all right, bro. I'll see him later.
Bro, he sneezes all the time, bro.
He does. And look, Terrell's sick all the time.
No, it's a baby thing to sneeze. That's not why I was sick. He actually really got sick. Motherfucker been sneezing since he came out.
Nah,
Terrance is the most cautious, I would say.
and the least sick. My whole fam's sick right now. I'm getting ready to come over there. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Did I cook anything? I cooked some turkey wings last night.
That's lit. It's lit. I
It
made
was
some fried
alright,
chicken
it was
2 days
alright.
ago. My aunt came from out of town. That was dope. We went out with her. My aunt lives in California.
Oh, yeah.
So she came from out of town, got to see my family, which was super dope because, look, I didn't get to see my fam for Christmas. So seeing a lot of them was kind of like the first time this year. So,
that's
and it was
alright.
dope. It wasn't no holiday or nothing like that. Got to see the fam. That was dope. And then the weekend was chill.
Yeah. Did you watch the Pro Bowl stuff?
Watch some of the Pro Bowl shit. I ain't take it too serious. Like, I wasn't like, people was trying to say that like Jalen Hurts was trash because he didn't hit them joints. But I said, yo, like, I'm the type of nigga that like will play a game trash, but in an actual game I'll be better. Like,
Nah, yeah, because he was throwing some dimes in the actual Pro Bowl flag football joint.
nah,
He had a touchdown to CD. That was all right. I thought about the hate a little bit. I was like, I'm going to let him live. They having fun.
Yeah, they having a good time with this shit. And low-key, I wish they would bring back the real football joint. You know how the NBA brought back East versus West? Hopefully they realize that this shit is like,
I like it, though. I like it because it's safer, bro. Football is you would be mad as shit if your guy who makes the Pro Bowl goes out and gets hurt in the Pro Bowl and now they out for the whole next season.
That's true. The bad thing about me, though, I'm old school. Like, I'd be mad as shit if you got injured in the regular season. We used to watch football, and I just watched Deshaun Taylor hit on the punter. I'm like, yo, you went to the Pro Bowl? People was trying to show why they went to the Pro Bowl. Like, I'm a nasty dude on the field. So out here, I'm not about to change up.
Nah, yeah.
What you just said, well, it's safer. We don't want to watch safety. And you can tell the niggas is having fun, laughing every play.
Nah, yeah.
That's why I like the NBA. Because that All-Star game get crazy at the end because of the charity and the shit, you know? The NBA All-Star game is lit now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now
Because they
going back
playing
to
for charity.
East, they going back to East versus West and not Team Bron versus Team KD or whatever it was, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be home court advantage or if they're doing anything like that. Like, you get... I don't know.
Remember back in the day when they used to do the All-Star game, but everybody wore their jerseys?
Yeah, I love that. I wish they bring that back. I wish they'd bring that back.
Damn, 30 turnovers a game.
With these bright ass fucking in-season tournament jerseys y'all got, we could put all the bright motherfuckers over there.
Bullshit.
And all the dull white jerseys over here.
Them courts was blinding.
Terrell ain't grew up playing basketball, y'all. He don't know about shirts and skins.
I do know about shirts
Terrell
and
don't
skins.
know about
Come
that.
on, I grew up with that. Y'all niggas was wearing pennies. I remember. Y'all, these niggas in high school, all of my friends from high school are still mad over a high school penny game that we had in 12th grade, I think. And it's like, y'all still mad about a high school basketball gym game.
You know
that
how
they all was a part of. I was the only one that watched. I was on the sideline. I don't even know why these niggas was mad.
Terrell was always that dude. Out of me and Terrell, he was always the one that was on the sideline. He wasn't athletic. And you know, so part of that pisses me off because maybe I wasn't supposed to be the one that was like playing sports.
I played sports.
Maybe
for a
you
little
should have
while.
been like a doper, cooler athlete, and then I could have got one up and then been like, damn, my brother dope. So on some Shannon Sharp, Sterling Sharp shit, you could have led the way, but you was a bum ass nigga. So then I ended up not being
You
that
older
good.
than me, nigga. You supposed to be Sterling. But guess what you was?
This nigga was
regular
a
ass
bum
nigga.
ass nigga, but he's sitting there at every game with a comment. Look at him.
I was
Y'all
cool.
niggas mad over a basketball game? He was saying this same shit
I
way
sat there
back
watching.
then.
Uh-huh.
Why y'all so mad? We was pissed off. It's funny. My boys know why.
I was what do they call it? I was self-aware very young. I learned very young that I was not like great. And I
Are you self-aware now of what you look like?
I'm
This
self-aware.
nigga's
yeah.
dressed like an old rusty barn like shit, boy. You
Damn,
dressed
niggas
like
look
something
like
that's all the way back there. Oh shit.
You dressed like they said, come to school.
It's that big building over there.
You dressed like it was favorite album day at school and you came as Whole Lot of Red. Fuck out of here.
You dress like you like citrus, so you tried to dress like all your favorite citrus. You dress like lime orange, he's dressed like a mandarin. You dress like a wrung out. This is actually a dope shirt though. I'm not even gonna cap, and I like the hat that goes with it. I like the vibes.
Sweet potato on the hat. I've been wearing this hat a lot.
Terrell loved that hat, don't he?
I
He
have been
wears
wearing
that
this hat
hat.
a lot.
That's
It
like
just
he had
fits.
on his most deaf hat.
Nah, you see that nigga? Is that hip hop what he was wearing? That fucking skirt with the fucking silvery boots, and he wants to talk about niggas being hip hop?
Most Def never said anything about hip hop. He just said he heard Drake and Target.
Okay, you look like a baddie that work at Target, boy. You get ready to go to Sephora next with that outfit. Nigga look like something out of SSX Tricky.
But guess what he is? He's most definitely hip hop. And y'all are mad.
That nigga went out sad the past week. Walked his tape back, basically halfway apologized, and then you posting a skirt. Fuck
No
out
boy,
of
no
here.
boy.
Adin Ross had a crazy week. If you're not too familiar who Adin Ross is, he's a streamer. He's been on Kick. He's one of the biggest streamers in the world. And he had 21 Savage on his podcast. On his stream.
He's the biggest streamer, ain't he?
No, Kai. Are you serious?
What was Kai screaming when he was like, Kai was making it seem like last night, like, what's his name was up there?
Adin is a big streamer. He's one of the biggest for sure.
Yeah.
But Kai is the biggest.
Kai's the biggest.
He broke the record last year. But he had 21 Savage on his podcast. I don't know why I keep saying podcast. His stream. And they was playing the card game. 21 Savage scammed him. I don't know if y'all seen that, but he got scammed by 21 Savage. What was it, like $250,000 he lost?
I'm not even sure.
It was like either $150,000 or $250,000 he lost in a bet to 21 Savage. Then apparently he paid $2 million to have Playboy Cardi come on his stream after the Grammys, which I saw that. I sent it to you. So I remember when I sent it to you on Twitter, I said, yo, this is actually dope that he about to get this done. And
Yeah.
Cardi came up there for 6 minutes and rolled out.
I didn't
So-
think that he was going to stay anyway, low key.
I didn't know how long he was going to be there, but I thought it was dope. I thought it was going to be like what Kai has been having. Or like what he just did with 21. I thought he was going to be there for at least 30 minutes, but he was there for like 6 minutes and dipped. It just wasn't good because it looked like, damn, Adin, everybody just like playing in your face.
The first thing that I feel like we should talk about is 21 Savage using fake cards.
Okay.
Like, I feel like 21 Savage is a millionaire. And I feel like you doing that if it's legit, I feel like that's a real big character flaw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect a nigga that's betting $100,000 to cheat. I mean, I get it. You probably would because it's a lot of money. But niggas would say, oh, that's a lot of money. But like, really, bro? You getting outed for like cheating in a card game with fake cards? Like, damn, you really out here on your cheater shit. If you got a stack of rigged cards or rigged anything, I feel like you out here really moving waste. And look, I don't know what type of water 21 is in because is this the first time you use them cars, or are you spanking niggas around your way and now the niggas? Can you imagine that?
Oh shit, no bullshit.
Like imagine me bet 21, but we ain't bet on camera, but he dogged me out. Mind you, I think it was a game though, but I think Kyle lost like $300K from 21, like the day before, like 2 days before.
They were playing 2K.
They was playing 2K. How we know the nigga ain't push pause and go to his sliders or some shit?
No,
you know what
have
I mean?
to go and look at that. He 100% did that. And he told Kyle not to look. It was funny as shit. They was like, why are you letting him do all these different settings? He was changing so many settings.
I feel like
21 Savage, if you watch those last 2 streams, bro, he is a sore, terrible loser. When he lost in Madden, he was pissed. Kyle spanked him in Madden bad.
It's funny because Kai at first wasn't that good in Madden, and I guess he got better. I think it's fucked up for 21 to be doing something like that because you rich. And I think now that you rich, it really look bad for you to. This is like stealing is bad. When you stealing because you trying to steal to put food on the table for your kid, that's one thing. When you stealing even just because you a young motherfucker and you young, you thought you was gonna put in your pocket, that's another thing. I think stealing looks all time worse when you literally are rich.
It does look bad. I mean, but what do you think about the fact like Adin is richer? If I think
In 21?
I don't know.
Terrell, no way.
Terrance, Adin signed for kick for like 80 million or something like that.
But that ain't more than 21. You ain't never see that video where they said somebody had more money than 21 and he was like, who got more money than me?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. These Twitch,
All I know
Twitch
is
motherfuckers get money.
This is what I say. Adin is paid.
Yeah.
And people take advantage of him because he's paid. That's the crux of this whole shit. With 21 and with Cardi. But just with the 21 shit, you see 21 didn't do that to Kyle. And Academics had the best, I think, explanation. Where he basically said, bruh, they playing you because they like Kyle because he's like they friend. They look at you as a lick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I kind of do think it was kind of like that. It sucked, but he needs to.
The biggest question is, do you think the streamer rollout is going to be impacted by this?
No.
And you know what I mean by streamer rollout? If you don't, it's just instead of these artists going up to Breakfast Club or Drink Champs or even Big Boy Neighborhood, they're going up to the streamers. And I was telling Terrell, I don't think you got to worry about something like this happening where bruh gonna be here for 6 minutes and then walk out, or bruh gonna try to steal from me. I don't think you deal with that when you're dealing with somebody that's like the Breakfast Club or somebody that has more of a reputation. I think when you're a streamer, you are looked at as just a person with a computer. You just a guy with a computer who made some money, and it probably really is like, fuck them. I think it's a dangerous game because they can really use your platform without having to not include you, but like they can fuck you over for real because you're really just a guy with fans.
Yeah.
You're not like a big business. You don't got a big...
Even
with this Adin Ross thing, I feel like everybody just going to say, damn.
Yeah, and the shit should be handled He should do more shit contractually.
Yeah.
Versus the way he been doing it, because the way he doing it is just kind of. I mean, I don't have the money that he has, but if it was me, I wouldn't even want to be. I wouldn't want shit to be as tangible in front of me like that, where you could play me. Like I mean, like you get your person with my person, they handle the business. We just talk.
Yeah.
That way, if you leave, you're leaving, and you know you leaving with not the money.
It's a slippery thing though, because look, you trying to get like you said, you're trying to catch a lick. You don't want to have to put an artist through so much bullshit because you just try and get him to come. Like with Playboy Cardi, he just wanted him to come.
I think he just need one middleman or one middle person. It don't have to be too much.
Yeah.
And you can still do it. Look at the way Kai do it. Kai has a publicist or somebody now, especially after that shit in New York. I would say this though about the streaming rollout. I don't think the streaming rollout will be impacted because of how important and how much traction comes from going up there.
Yeah.
Like these,
I mean,
and people don't want to see that Breakfast Club, Rap Radar style of promotion no more, sadly. And we saw that really with the 21 situation and with some of these, you know, with Nicki going up to Kai. It is kind of like, dog, that old way, people don't even, it's not that people don't want to see it. People still do it. Breakfast Club do an interview every day. It's just not as in as it used to be.
I agree, but then I disagree because I just feel like artists go up to the streaming platforms and you really be up there doing what the streamer does. Like, in my opinion, I feel like in that sense where you're a rapper going up to a streamer's stream to promote your album, I think the streamer has the power. Like, Breakfast Club don't have the power when they bring Offset in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Offset is going to control this video based on what we put up because we're going to ask Offset what he think he going to answer. When Offset goes to a Kai Cenat stream, he's a part of Kai's stream. You're going to do whatever Kai want. Like, you going up there to be with him and his fans. Like, the difference between these streamers is, I think, like, think about Oprah. Oprah bring you on her show. Everybody respected Oprah. Like, people respect Oprah. Streamers, and this is what we talk about the age of everybody just trying to do an interview or have a guest on everything. Now, it's like, if these artists are going to go up there and be disrespectful to streamers, the streamers have the power to, like, not do it because y'all coming up here doing what we do anyway. It ain't like we need Kai to say, hey, what did you think about your album? We low-key not even watching to see you talk about your album. We watching to see you have fun with this nigga. Low-key, pause.
That's true. They're not even really talking about the music. You just
We still need you to go to Breakfast Club low-key because then we going to watch you talk about the music.
Yeah, but look, these artists are not
But they're
doing
not doing it. Yeah.
And they're fine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that if I was the Breakfast Club, I would be kind of, and I hate to use him as an example, but just radio interviews and standard interviews, period. It's just kind of like, you got to spice it up. Now there's like, I don't have to do Breakfast Club or go to Big Boy or go sit on somebody's radio station. I could go do Hot Ones and do the wing thing. I could go do a fucking GQ 10 things I never leave the house without. You know, it's like so many things. If you an artist, you got an album coming out, you can go do one of these 20 girls versus one joints.
Yeah.
It's so much different content that now you can do, and I don't like those 20 versus one. I think that's one of the worst parts of the YouTube space for black folks. But
The white background joint?
yeah, bro, it's too much of it. But I mean, the options are out there. But that was fucked up that happened.
It was. And I'm interested to see, you know, I think the streamers, like I said, the streamers have the power. They don't have to bring these artists up here if they don't want to. That's why I'm like, I'm hoping we don't see more stuff like that where you an artist, you supposed to go up there.
Nah, yeah.
Or you got a situation where somebody cheating or look like it's no respect.
It's a hit on your integrity. It actually is going to hurt a lot. I don't even like Adin Ross.
I don't really like him either. And I agree that I don't think that they would do that to Kai. Yeah. Either of them.
And as much as I'm not a fan of Adin Ross, but I like felt for him.
Yeah.
With both the situations. What do you think about Cardi? Since you dress like a whole lot of red.
I'm not dressed like a whole lot of red. How am I dressed like a whole lot of red?
You dress like the cover. That's why I said you look like you dressed up your favorite album day. What do you think about Cardi going up there for 6 minutes and dipping? I thought that was a terrible look for Cardi. And I know his fans probably don't give a fuck, and it's really not that deep, but it's just like,
I told Terrell, you're not Kanye West. I'm sorry. I know some of you, I know some of y'all love Cardi. I think we all love Cardi for what he's been. But like, you're not Kanye West. And I feel like a lot of these young dudes are trying so hard to be Kanye. Like, Kanye started feeling like he was God in the flesh. Like, when I show up, remember, what's that line? My presence is a presence, kiss my ass. Like, what did he say? I might show up late. Is it Runaway? It's funny because y'all will probably be mad at my real Kanye fans. The joint where he say, I'm going to show up late and you should be honored by my lateness. That I would even show up for this fake shit. Now go ahead and go nuts, go ape shit. It's my nigga. Anyway, his music was so transcending that he felt transcendent. Playboy Cardi, I think, feels that same way. And I think going up there to Adin Ross's stream, you know, you standing up there, and a lot of people was talking about this aura that he's running with, this dark, I'm dark, I can't really say too much because we need your aura to stay the same for us to really vibe with this darkness you got in the music. You know? Mm-hmm. When you bring that dark, gothic rock star up there, he gonna be dark and gothic and rock.
He gotta be the character.
He's got to be that, yeah. So, to me, I just don't think that I don't think Playboi Carti's music warrants the Kanye West move, but I appreciate I appreciate what
The
he's
mask with the fucking...
Yeah.
I mean, I be trying, y'all. I be trying. It just seemed like the new fashion that y'all going for is some 2006 goth shit.
Are you talking about fashion or you talking about the artist, though? Because I ain't talking about artists. I'm not talking about fashion.
I'm referring to Cardi because I guess it's his wave, but the all black...
You sound like an old nigga.
The all black gothy shit, it's cool, some of it. But some of it is like, damn, I don't know if I would go that far.
I definitely,
nigga was up there and he hasn't shown his face, I don't know in how many days or weeks. But when he was performing on, he came out for Fiend on the Grammys.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, Cardi. But then when I seen him, I was
so
like,
dope that he came out.
Yeah, but when I seen him, I was like, look at you.
Yeah, you can't see him for real.
I'm like, damn it. And the Adin stream that I saw, because I saw like clips of it on Twitter. I ain't watched the whole thing. You can't even see this nigga.
You can't barely see him.
Adin sitting there like this, talking to just blackness.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I guess in my opinion, y'all might think that it's somebody else, but I think it's like trying to be, Yeezus, Kanye West. Like, you trying to be like...
Mm-hmm. Kanye is the originator.
Polarizing. Kanye was legit not wanting to be. I was thinking of Flash. I was listening to Flashing Lights. I heard this beautiful rendition of Flashing Lights. And Kanye was like, damn, these niggas got me. I hate these niggas more than a Nazi. Like, this nigga really hated the paparazzi. So him covering his face always, there's an origin story for what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
We not saying, oh, you doing what he's doing. And that's what I feel like I'm doing with Cardi. I feel like Cardi, I think his music got pushed. And this is what people won't agree with. Mm-hmm. People try to act like he's like this innovator or like a pioneer. And I don't think that he's a pioneer because I feel like I don't want to say this because I don't want to piss niggas off, but I don't feel like he wanted the rage shit more than your shit low-key got pushed over there. Because if it's not accepted, think about their music up front. It's not going to be accepted by, like, hip-hop, Uh-huh. Y'all look in the audience, and there's more white people out here than black people. There's people raging at your concerts to the music you already do, so why not tap in? That's what I feel like is the origin story behind the dark rage culture of hip-hop now. I think they was going to festivals and seeing all them white people out there, and they said, you know what? Look what they doing to this one track. I might as well cater to the rage. Look at Travis Scott. Look at certain artists that say they saw it and they said, I'm going to cater to it. That's why I think
it's the Kanye, we the real rock stars.
And
I'm the biggest of all of them.
Is it fucked up to say that Cardi has influence from Travis Scott? Or am I wrong in that? Like, I see a lot of niggas say that Cardi's better than Travis Scott. But Travis Scott was, to me, one of the first... We used to say Travis Scott was a rock star. He wasn't a hip-hop dude, remember?
I mean, yeah, because when you listen to the first Playboi Carti album, it sounds a lot different than...
Go look at what Playboi was putting out when... Go look at what Carti was putting out when...
I remember the thug-inspired days where you was clearly a thug baby. Oh, okay, cool. He's mumbling.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's saying for real, but he's trying, And then he graduated into something that ended up birthing a whole fucking new generation of these niggas that do it. You know what I'm saying?
There are real fans of Cardi that could be tapped in, that could feel like, oh, he's completely wrong. That's not why Cardi did this. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is a fact. That's just what I think happened. That's my perspective. I think the bad thing is with stuff like Cardi and why he's doing the darkness thing and stuff like that, a lot of the people don't really have the backstory to know why. So we have to do stuff like, maybe he doing this because.
No, yeah.
I don't think what I said was a bad guesstimate either.
I don't think what you said is a bad guesstimate either. And more people are doing, like you said, Kanye's influence for the mask. Like when he started wearing masks, we knew his backstory with the paparazzi. You niggas are just trying to look unapproachably weird. This nigga Cardi shows up with that
Terrell
BDSM mask on, and we supposed to say, oh yeah, he's cool, he's got aura.
BDSM.
I swear, bro. And the Cardi fans make me really feel old, and I'm not even really that old.
I don't think Terrell's old. I don't think we're old at all.
I don't think it's right that I get called Unc and Shannon Sharp get called Unc. He's 55. But they call me Unc.
I think niggas get a kick out of calling the older nigga Unc now. Like, Unc is the new OG. Damn, OG. Damn, OG. Yeah, I think Unc is the new, like,
I guess,
you
man.
the older.
I'm trying to get with y'all, but when that nigga showed up with the BDSM mask on, I was like, damn, like, y'all, every time I think I can get to this level, y'all pushing another couple more levels of weird.
Just to wrap on that, the streaming thing is the future, believe it or not, y'all. We're going to see a whole lot more streaming, whole lot more of these artists going up to the streamers' streams and being on it. So hopefully this not a start of some bad shit. Hopefully this just some hiccups in it. But we definitely wanted to talk about it because this is the future, bro.
This is the now, bro.
This is the future. It's the future, and that is now. There we go.
100%. Yesterday was the Grammys. For y'all, it was the day before yesterday. But I would say it was a good Grammys. They was up 34% viewership, which is but between this year and last year.
Yeah.
And last year, I'm not gonna lie, I watched the Grammys, but I was like kind of in and out. This year, me and my girl, we watched the whole Grammys.
Yeah.
Like she was back watching it, she was studying, I was watching it. I watched the whole thing. And I would say at first I would want to start with what we didn't see. And the biggest, I would say, concern for me was all of the rap categories
were not on TV.
Were not televised.
Yeah.
And we'll get to what JayZ said. And it's crazy.
I don't think all R&B was televised. Maybe
all
just
R&B, no, yeah.
no R&B.
It was just R&B song.
Yeah.
That was it. But it's just crazy because hip hop is the most popular, highest grossing genre. And oh my bad. For that to not be televised, it just doesn't make sense for ratings. Yeah. If we would have all had to wait to find out who was going to win best hip hop album, best rap song, best rap performance, so many more hip hop fans would have tapped in. So I just really don't see why they. I mean, I just don't get it. Are they trying to remain? Are they trying to keep a cleaner profile, or I would really like to know what their explanation was, because it looks away to us, but I would want to know what they would even say.
In my opinion, I think JayZ is the reason. JayZ just got up on stage, and they just said that's exactly why we don't put hip hop awards in here anymore. Because I think so much controversy that they've received in the past about them getting it wrong. I think they said we about to take this shit off TV anyway. I think that the ratings would be up higher if they did hip hop last, but I don't think they want to give us that spotlight. They would rather give it. They don't want their show to be so much that, I don't think. Especially when we are so critical of how they even do the hip hop shit.
And I think that's just sad because as opposed to getting the staff together to get it right, you just saying fuck it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was the first thing that happened because they were like, we're getting ready to start announcing Grammy winners. And I'm like, the show don't come on for 2 hours. But I was like, oh, they normally do like the low tier joints.
Yeah, you find out somebody won Best Urban Contemporary Playwright.
And it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, best movie for a song for a movie.
Yeah.
Cool. These motherfuckers immediately was like, best rap album. I'm like,
best rap song performance.
I'm looking at the NFR joint, shout out to NFR, and I'm like, how the fuck do they know already? Then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Everybody's just putting this shit out.
And I feel like that right there has become a Grammy tradition. I feel like now every year I'm like, oh, how we already know. Every year I do that. It's been 3 or 4 years of this, low-key.
Yeah, that's true.
Of knowing before. One shout-out that I want to give, a couple shout-outs for winners that we didn't get to see. Lil Durk, J. Cole, All My Life. It's so funny.
100%.
Like, I could call A-Chain right now and say, Durk said he want me on some positive shit just to get on her nerves, bro. Just because it's like, that song got on a lot of people's, I don't know, nerves. A lot of people did not like that song. But hey, when you really listen to it, first off, if you can get past the beginning, all my life, once you get past the kids, Cole verse was crazy and Durk verse was crazy. I feel like they definitely should have won. I know some niggas wanna hurt myself.
What was that Grammy award for? Best melodic rap performance is what it was.
Best melodic rap performance.
Who
Lil
were
Durk.
the nominees, though? You keep talking.
Lil Nas X,
No.
Jack Harlow. I wasn't gonna stay on the
Attention from Doja Cat, Scissors Low,
Ooh.
Spin 'Bout You,
Y'all want to know what was snubbed?
and then sitting on top of the world, the Burna Boy and 21 Savage joint.
You want to know what was snubbed? Attention, Doja Cat. I'm just gonna say it.
Nah.
I'm just gonna say
How does
it.
that joint go?
That's the joint where she was literally rapping to like all of the critics. The joint where she was walking down the street. I forget how it go because I just started. I don't know if y'all know. I just started trying to figure out Doja, who is I feel like the most talented female MC. I'm gonna put that out there. That's my new thing. Doja Cat.
Y'all could call
That
me-
attention joint.
I would have given it to SZA for Low because I love Low. But then again, y'all could call me a Drake fan, but I would have went Spin 'Bout
Should
You.
have had more snooze wins. Why Low for that? You know what I'm saying? Why Kill Bill
Because
for
this is
best
best-
track for SZA? They had Kill Bill. I'm like, why Kill Bill?
This is best.
Snooze.
You right about Snooze, but this is best melodic rap performance.
Okay, I get that.
Think she
My
was
bad.
on
I
her-
forgot
don't-
that. I didn't know that was wow. I didn't know she got nominated for that.
Yeah, keep it on
Wow.
the low ski. I'm the lowest of the. I like that.
That wasn't better than attention. That
Spin
definitely
'Bout
wasn't
You.
better than
I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Spin 'Bout You is the best rap melodic performance of last year. Durk and J. Cole, y'all ass did not deserve that fucking.
Terrell, that's bullshit.
award.
I
I'm
honestly
sorry.
think J. Cole verse was fire.
Yeah, but no. Y'all got this nigga that raps about doing nothing but killing niggas. It was a clear cash grab track. It was like
But you're not gonna say that about Killer Mike when we get to Killer Mike's album.
Killer Mike.
You
don't
bitch
have-
ass nigga.
Killer Mike don't have a cash grab album, Terrance. The Durk and
I don't
J.
think
Cole
that All
with
My
the-
Life was cash grab.
Terrence,
Why? Why
because-
was it cash grab? But you're not gonna say Killer Mike was cash grab because I don't like that.
In what way was Killer Mike did the
okay.
same?
So in what way was All My Life?
All My
cash
Life
grab?
to me is cash grab because you get the kids to say, all my life they tried to bring me down and they 5 years old. These motherfuckers don't even have a whole life yet. So that doesn't make any sense. But all my life they try to keep me down.
So he talking about positive shit.
So-
it's a cash grab. But Killer
To
Mike
me,
can talk
you
about
get the J.
positive
Cole,
shit.
you get J. Cole to get on his shit. To me, it just felt real cash
and I'm
grabby.
not mad at
And the only reason why I
the
say
positive
that,
shit, y'all.
only reason why I say that is because this not Durk. And I'm not saying that I don't want Durk to talk about positive
Hating
shit.
on Smirkio's first.
But we
Grammy.
just heard what you did on the 21 Savage album when you was back in
Terrell, you
Man
think we,
What mode.
Terrell, you think we care?
So,
this Grammy is for the trenches. It's not
hey,
for
Terrence,
you.
and look, do you think All My Life is better than Spin 'Bout You?
She asked what we make. What did Durk say? She asked what made me interesting. I said trenches.
That was
That's what this shit
Durk.
about. Yeah, that's what this shit is about. You think
Terrence,
he give
it's
a
the
fuck
Grammys,
what
bro.
you saying?
And you know what? No, people might not give a fuck what I'm saying. All I'm gonna say is,
Smirkio got his first Grammy.
you not about to sit
Thank
right,
you.
Terrence, you're not gonna sit right here and tell me that All My Life was better than Spin 'Bout You. It was not.
I don't think that All My Life was better than Spin 'Bout You.
Better than Low. The Burna Boy joint is a sleeper.
I think All My Life was better than the Burna Boy joint. All My Life was better than Low.
No, Terrence.
Y'all ain't listen to Durk.
You said Durk put me on some positive shit. Yeah, skip.
I would skip it. I would skip it because I don't want to hear J. Cole,
I would have rather him give it a Pele coat.
whatever. But when you, I know. Or give it to, anyway.
I didn't like
I
that.
would skip that song, but that didn't take away how good the song was. The song was actually really good. We just didn't like it because of what you're saying. When you politic the fuck out of the song and say, oh, well, he raps about this, he raps about that. All right, well, then you're not going to get it. But if you shut up, listen, that was one of the most solid rap song joints from last year. I think Attention
it
should have
was-
won Doja Cat. That's just me.
I wouldn't have been mad at Attention winning. Because I think if it's the one that I saw her perform,
It's this one.
then I won't be mad at it. Because I think that's the joint she performed. She be wearing like the button-up shirt joint.
Sorry.
I know exactly what you did. Yeah, that's the one I saw her perform.
She should have won. Bro, when you look, bro, first off, my thing is
Yeah.
this. We just watched Meg and Nicki go head to head. I feel like if Doja had real ideas at another MC,
It'd be trouble. It won't be easy. It won't be easy night for anybody that got to go up against that. 'Cause
it
she
would be
definitely-
like, I would be like, what was Bernie Mac name in life? It's not Can't Get Right. What was Bernie Mac's name in life? Wow, that's a good.
Damn,
black
that's a great
trivia.
question. His name was
Yeah, look, they saying it.
What's his name?
Oh, damn, Terrell, come on.
What?
You don't know his name.
Bernie Mac's name in life?
In life.
His name was
It wasn't Can't Get Right.
Bernie
I'm mad at you
Mac
because I don't remember.
in life.
You know how people do that?
Jangalang, man. Jangalang.
Remember Jangalang? He was like,
Jangalang.
hey, dog, you gonna eat your cornbread? And Jangalang was like, oh, trouble.
Oh, trouble, yeah.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
That's gonna be me.
No, yeah.
Don't say shit to Doja.
But look, back on Grammys.
Back on Grammys.
Killer Mike with the...
Before we get to Killer Mike, because that's gonna take up some time, I just want to give 2 shout-outs.
Okay.
Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? That was a beautiful ass song. Song of the year. I feel like Barbie deserved that. Miley Cyrus won Record of the Year in Best Pop Solo Performance. Flowers was a big song, and I feel like it was kind of a Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana coming out party, low-key.
It was
I think
dope.
a lot of us Hannah Montana OG fans were like, yo, that was dope.
Nah, yeah. It was cool for her. I'm glad she had her moment. That was her first Grammy, too, that she won.
First Grammy. And speaking of first Grammys, Victoria Monet, Best New Artist.
Uh-huh.
Also, she had the best speech of the night. We'll get there.
Big shout out to all of our listeners in Colombia. Carol G. First Grammy winner from Colombia, I believe.
Hey, turn
Shout out to
up.
Colombia.
Let's get it. But let's go Killer Mike. Killer Mike swept the rap category. He won
Best rap
rap album, best rap song, and best
rap performance.
rap performance.
For scientists and engineers.
Scientists and engineers.
Which, I just let you hear it.
Me and Terrell both agree.
Yeah.
I think it was a pretty deserving win.
Yes, and I believe he should have won. I wasn't mad that he won for rap album.
I also was not surprised. Look at the nominees, y'all. Some of y'all are absolutely not understood on the awards politics of shit. Because to me, I never thought Utopia was actually going to win. We could talk about what was the biggest.
Let's talk about that because it really was Travis Scott and then
Killer
Metro
Mike.
Boomin.
I knew they weren't going to show Metro Boomin love.
I knew they wouldn't. But between Killer Mike, Metro, and Travi, I thought it was them 3, and then I thought it was for sure going to be Travi because I thought it was Travi's year to win it.
Yeah.
All the way down to when Killer Mike won. And I'll tell y'all the
Meaning
honest,
you was thinking they was going to say Utopia all the way to when they said
all the way to the day in the moment they announced that Killer Mike was going to win. Even though I started thinking about it and I was like, they might give it to Killer Mike. They might say, fuck it, not give it to Travi. But I still kind of said, you know what? Nah, after the year Travi had, they'll probably give it to him.
Yeah.
And we could talk about what constitutes the best album because I think that's where it got muddy. But before, about a month and a half ago, when people was talking about Killer Mike's album, I hadn't listened to it yet. And so I'm on some spiteful shit. I'm like, they saying this joint better than Utopia. I'm about to go and listen to it. I just hit play on the joint. And the joint ended up being fire. Remember I told you, the album was good. It was a great album. It's a great album. It deserves to win. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say he didn't deserve to win. I just would have picked Travis. But I'm going to ask you this. Because in all of the controversy behind the Killer Mike win, everybody's saying, oh, Travi wasn't supposed to win because it's best rap album, which means you got to do this. And then some people are saying, oh, it don't matter that he had this and that and all these accomplishments because his album wasn't more rap or whatever. But then on the other side, it's like the Grammys don't always pick the underground rap album that did, 25,000 units first week to win best album. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, JayZ didn't even get a nomination for the Forever Story last year. He wasn't even nominated. They nominated DJ Khaled and Jack Harlow, remember? Mm-hmm. So what do you think about that argument?
I think we do this every year where we act like they're going to actually do shit based on what the world think. They going to do whatever the fuck they want. I didn't think anybody was going to win best rap album besides Killer Mike. I didn't think Utopia was going to win. I didn't think Drake and 21 Savage was going to win.
You did not go into the Grammys thinking Killer Mike would win.
Yes, I did. Do you know why? Killer Mike is the only one who low-key went on a I want to win a Grammy campaign. Killer Mike went on a campaign of I want this Grammy. Like in interviews, he's talking about why he thinks he deserves to win the Grammy.
Yeah.
You went on a campaign for it. I felt like with the disrespect from Drake, You're not getting it.
They not gonna
Travis Scott, you said after that shit at the awards, I admit it turned me to a beast. You think you're going to talk shit about the awards and then think they're going to respect you? We've seen that recipe does not work. Why you think JayZ up there talking about JayZ? You think they're going to give you a Grammy after saying fuck that 0 for 8 shit? Nah, I don't think that the Grammys work like that, bro. I'm starting to think.
But it's voted on by your peers.
I don't think so. It's bro. We don't know who the fuck it's voted on. It is not like. I don't think it's like Hollywood Foreign Press. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Nah, Drake had
but
posted on it. You seen Drake's post, but he said you can like none of this. He was saying it don't matter. Again, you seen that?
I think he said that because Drake always got some spice when his album up against another nigga, and he know he gonna lose.
The Grammy nominees and winners are determined by voting members who are composed of a pool of vetted and venerable performers, songwriters, producers, engineers, instrumentalists, and other creators currently working in the industry. So it's a bunch of people that we probably don't even know vote, that probably don't listen to hip hop.
They probably don't have they're probably not geared towards the music. Yeah.
Let me make my case for why I think it should have been Travis, right? And I love Killer Mike. I think Killer Mike album for a standard rap, for like the best rap album,
it would be
I would have gave it to Killer Mike.
I
And
would have
that's why
picked
he won.
Travis Scott too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Me personally, I might have picked Travis Scott, but I just knew he wasn't gonna win.
I would have picked Travis Scott because he took a 5-year hiatus, right? And normally coming back from a hiatus, you either deliver or you don't. Kendrick came back from a 5-year hiatus, and even though we really enjoyed the project, some people felt like he didn't do his best
He
work.
delivered.
He delivered for sure, but
I get what you're saying. Go.
the response was actually mixed.
I feel like it was hate. Go ahead.
I do think it was some hate mixed in. But think about this: people thought Travis Scott about to put an album, but it's not going to be Astroworld, and it wasn't. But it was actually a good album after 5 years. Like, he didn't put out an album of bullshit. He put out an album full of like good music. Had a Beyonce feature, had Sampha, had a bunch, like he delivered.
He did. He had a Drake. He got Playboy Cardi. You got Tizo Touchdown.
He delivered, yeah. So think about it. We listened and said, damn, you know what? They might give it to Travis this year.
Mm-hmm. Did he have Tizo Touchdown or am I tripping? Or was that for all the dogs?
That might have been for all the dogs.
I know Tizo Touchdown on one of them Utopia songs, singing. Nah.
He might have.
Damn, you.
I don't know.
I don't know, whatever.
But I'm definitely not a Tizo touchdown.
Them two need to get together, Tizo and Travis.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Tizo needs to stay where he's
doing?
at. This is what I will tell you though. So not only did the nigga put out an album that had good music, the album performed very well. He did over 400,000 units first week. It was one of the most streamed albums of the year.
He did have Tizo Touchdown on Modern Jam.
He did. But the album performed very well. It was the highest, whatever album of the year, whatever, for Utopia. It was an album that stayed top 20 for whatever. And I know people don't like to talk about performance when it comes to rap. But when it comes to like the boogeyman, T Swizzle. And this is what and that's what I really don't like about the shit.
I don't think that people don't talk about numbers when it comes to rap.
I think when it comes to rap, people say, who cares if it's streamed a lot? Numbers don't matter. Terrance, you know people say that all the time.
Oh, I was about to say.
They do it specifically for Drake.
Yeah.
But I feel like a good measure of how replayable or how good an album is if people will keep listening to it. So if an album streams well and it's top 10 the whole year or top 20 the whole whatever, that to me is an indicator of how good the music is.
I think if you're gonna take the numbers thing, then whatever had the most numbers every year is gonna win. Like, you're talking about numbers, but I don't think the Academy gives a fuck that Travis album did so well. I think it's about the art.
I'm just saying he delivered on the music. It wasn't like how, remember Pusha T delivered on the music and he didn't really have the charting, but we knew the album was good for It's Almost Dry.
Yeah.
Travis Scott delivered the music, charted. I feel like he did everything to win and he just didn't win.
No, he didn't. Well, my thing is this. Killer Mike delivered the music. You know what I'm saying? Did he chart? No. But the Grammys don't give a fuck about if you was number one all year. Otherwise, Nicki would have mad Grammys, right?
Now, that's true. And I'm not saying that the number one means that he should get the Grammy. I'm saying...
You playing politics.
I'm saying it's rare. You're right.
Because
But I'm saying it's rare for an artist to deliver a great album and chart and have great this and great that and great streams and not win. Taylor Swift, look, 1 million records sold on Midnights. People said it's not her best pop album, but it's still a good album, and she won. People's whole thing with with Taylor versus
I don't think she won because of numbers though.
People's whole thing with Taylor versus
I think
SZA
it's politics.
Yeah, that's the real conversation.
Like, cause you're not talking about thinking that Travis Scott this music is better. You're talking about he put the music out. He performed on the charts, and that's you saying that you think politically he should have won when really you could argue that Killer Mike should have won politically because look, it's been how many years that Killer Mike been snubbed probably. So politically, it was Killer Mike's year.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I want. This is the part that I'm leaving out. Travis Scott album coming out was the biggest event in hip hop last year. He had the craziest rollout, like the biggest moment.
Terrell, this is more politics shit.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just telling you all of my reasons.
You talking
why
about
I
the
felt
big
like,
shiny bow he put on his album. When we took it off, we listened
Terrance.
to it, and then we listened to this one. We don't care if this one pulled up in a spaceship. It had a shiny bow on it. They came out of two revolving doors.
You right. You right about that. But like, I'm just telling you why I thought Utopia, the world, everybody. So let's just make this clear. Everybody picked Utopia to win the best album. It was only like it was the people that picked Killer Mike were in the minority. Is what I'll say. Everybody thought, yeah, it's probably gonna be that. Just the same way everybody thought it was gonna be SZA. It's gonna be this.
They're gonna say real hip hop heads.
If they would have gave it to Olivia Rodrigo for something, and then people say, what? Such and such was snubbed. And then people say, yeah, well, I guess y'all don't know about Olivia Rodrigo then. It's like, okay, cool, you might be right, but I mean, damn, this motherfucker album was huge.
It's a bunch of fan shit. Like, this is wasting time because you don't have no control. We can do this every year about the Grammys and say, oh, based on the way this performed, why didn't it win? They never do it that way. They never, that's why Beck, I just saw the video of Beck winning over Beyonce.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
It's like, yo, we can sit there and be dumbfounded and say, yo,
these motherfuckers won over, was that Lemonade or self-titled?
that was Lemonade, I think.
Ridiculous.
That was bad.
That was insane. Now, what do you think about it? Because you're the one that's saying, all right, there's politics. All right, so what do you think?
What? About the rap album? Best rap album? About Travis Scott?
About the, just Killer Mike's three-peat period.
I think his three-peat was...
Not three-peat, but hat trick.
I think when you get snubbed for years and you finally put out a good effort, it gets rewarded. I think you put your time in, and this is the wrong way to, not the wrong way to think, but I think this is just the way that our shit has gone, you know? And it's not just us. I shouldn't even say that. This is just the life of 8 artists.
And this is what the awards do. They did it with Pacino, Denzel.
I'm about to say, it's not a black community thing. This is a actress, artist, musician, anybody who's going to an awards. You put your work in for years, and for some reason, yours doesn't get recognized. And when yours finally gets recognized, you have your time. I definitely think that, you know, when you put the art up next to the art, then I feel like it speaks for itself. I think Utopia was a fun album, but I had fun with Utopia maybe 1 or 2 times, and then I was very selective going back to it. So not only was it this big rap experience, because I thought Utopia was
you, because I said the same thing. I said it lost replay value for me, and it did.
I don't think that
it was one of the most streamed albums of the...
I think it was like a big fun sound, if we being completely honest. It was a big fun sounding project. When I think about listening to Utopia, I think about what it sound like. And I'm not taking away from the album, y'all. I definitely think it was a bigger album. I think we could have easily said it was Travis's year. But I do think Killer Mike put up an effort that could compete. Because I do think after you get through the cool sounds of Utopia and you look at the hip hop, you can definitely make a case that the better rap album this year might have been Killer Mike. I do think Travis Scott opens up a door that Tyler, the Creator, and them open up, which is maybe we should stop calling these albums hip-hop. It's low-key not fair. We should have a hip-hop category and then like a different category. Like I wouldn't even call, I guess that would be hip-hop.
What?
Her loss.
Her loss is 100% hip hop.
But it's so much fun. It's so much of it said. Like, you got some R&B levels to it.
You got to think about Tyler, the Creator won for Igor.
And and Call Me If You Get Lost.
And Call Me If You Get Lost. But he won for Igor.
Call Me If You Get Lost was hip hop.
Call Me If You Get Lost was 100% hip hop.
Yeah, that was
a DJ drama tape. But Igor was not hip hop. It was a fun experience. Mm-hmm. But that won. Mm-hmm. So why the indictment on Travi?
I'm not indicting. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have won because it was fun. I'm thinking when you play the semantics and you say best rap album, okay, bet. When we look at the rap in both of these, this one's more fun, but the Killer Mike is a bigger rap experience. And it wasn't like he just put an album out. It was like he did good. This is why I feel like Nas won for King's Disease that year. I don't think that Nas put out the clear better album that year. Mm-hmm. I think Nas been putting in work for so long that I feel like your age gives you a little bit towards whether we say you should win this year. Like, he is older.
I mean, yeah, I'll give it to Killer Mike for that.
I do think Utopia, y'all, if we keep it in the 100, I think Utopia might have should have won. But I'm not mad at Killer Mike winning because I feel like he put out a good effort too. This would have been like if...
Yeah. No, yeah, and I'm not trying to go on a campaign against Killer Mike. Once I listened to his album, I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. It has all the elements of an album that would be the best rap album. Yeah. Like, it's a great album.
The bad thing is the Grammys has us twisted. We don't know what's hip-hop. We don't know what's not. We don't know what y'all going... Mm-hmm. We don't know how y'all judging it. Oh, well, we picked this because it was the best rap album. We're not going to ever get that from them. Mm-hmm. So,
people that listen to this podcast for the last 3 or 4 years probably have heard this same conversation with us post-Grammys.
Post-Grammys, yeah.
Every single year.
That's why when you were like, I don't know why this joint got this many numbers. I'm like, bro, before we talk about anything, we could talk about JayZ.
Nah, yeah, honestly, JayZ went up there. He got the Global Impact Award for his years of, being
globally impacting the world.
Yeah. And to me, I was telling my fiance this. The Grammys and award shows will play in your face. They will not award you and then say, hey, here goes some honorary shit. It's not really a whatever, but since we fucked you so many times,
we're going to give you this. Same thing with the Oscars.
Angela Bassett just got an honorary Oscar. Mm-hmm. So JayZ,
29 years she's went with no nominations.
Exactly.
I mean, with no wins.
And Samuel L. Jackson, same thing. 30 honorary. Years. So it's like playing in your face. And JayZ and Beyonce have always kind of had a little bit of a weird relationship. Even Beyonce being the most Grammy winningest artist of all time, they've had a tumultuous relationship. Think about it. We do the Rock Nation brunch. We not doing none of this Grammy recessional shit. We have our own party that we want to take all of the stars and they come into our shit.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they would do a Rock Nation brunch and not even go to the Grammys and then throw an after party for motherfuckers that win. So when I heard they was giving Jay a Global Impact Award, I knew he was going to say, I don't know if y'all knew, but I knew he might get up there and kind of say some shit because I wouldn't even be here for real. So when he got up there, he was talking. He said a lot. You got some of the highlights of what he said.
He definitely shaded the Academy. He talked about how some of y'all shouldn't even be in a category. He talked about how he didn't want to embarrass B, but he pointed out the fact that she has more Grammys than everybody in this room, but never won a Best Album of the Year Grammy. And he said, "Isn't that funny? 32 Grammys or the most Grammy wins of all time, but never won." He said,
"By y'all own metrics, that's wrong."
Yeah. He even said, one of my favorite things that he said was, damn, and I just had it right there. He said, we just want y'all to get it right. He said, we love y'all. We love y'all. We just want to see y'all get it right. I think people overlook that one small part of what he said. Mm-hmm. Like, I think his criticism was more harsh love than it was fuck y'all, never bring me back. I think it was harsh love. I think maybe he was a little spent a little bit. Maybe he was a little twisted, or nervous.
I could see him thinking about it when he was like,
you can see him cooking.
You can see him thinking.
Yeah.
Y'all.
I was scared as fuck. I'm gonna keep it 100. When he said, we had Will Smith, I thought he was gonna talk about when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock and I'm about to shake this stage.
Nah, yeah.
But he said Will Smith and JayZ Jeff. I said,
if you know Jay, if y'all know how Jay raps, like he does not write, he freestyles. I'm not trying to go on a Jay thing, but when I see Jay thinking, I'm like, oh shit, he about to say something crazy.
I hate when a nigga do this.
I'm sorry. I
You
just
didn't know Jay was about to say shit.
Terrance,
You're not
you
in the
can see him
studio
in
with the
history.
nigga when he rap
If
you
y'all
out.
have ever searched JayZ,
I know when Jay is conjuring up a bar. You don't.
if you just look,
Oh,
search
that
JayZ in the booth, and you'll see like he just says the same amount of it. It's the same thing Wayne does. JayZ's not sitting down with one of these.
Okay, but he wasn't doing that at the awards.
But I could see him thinking, and I was like, damn, what the fuck he about to say? Anyway, I love what he did for Beyonce because that's the truth. That's just, and I love that he stepped behind her like that.
Yeah.
GOAT stepping behind the GOAT.
One thing I wanted to ask you about that, about him backing Beyonce, talking about how she has 32 awards or whatever. Did Jay in any way, in any universe, do you think that JayZ might have embarrassed Beyonce by doing that?
No.
No?
I think they both have an understanding, and I think the world knows that.
Mm-hmm.
And he may have made it awkward for her, but it's almost like your man is saying some shit that everybody knows you getting wronged. He didn't say anything that nobody knew. That would be embarrassing. I think he made it awkward for everybody else because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I honestly think if I think Beyonce might have really appreciated that he did it. Like I think that's one of the reasons she loves Jay.
I think it could be two ways. I think JayZ, like you said, she could be looking at it that way and thinking, I was telling A-Train, I think she might look and see that it's a noble thing that JayZ stood up for her. She, my man, speaking on my behalf. That's right. You tell him, because I don't want to get up there and do it because, I just want to stay in the whatever. Uh-huh. I let Jay talk while I, keep quiet. But there's another part of me that thinks, you getting an honorary award, and it could look noble that you chose to big up your lady on your time, but it could also be like, when, you got memories of Beyonce telling Kanye, no, don't go up there and say nothing. Even when he went up there, like when he was going up there with Beck, you could see Beyonce like, nah. That's why I'm like, I wonder if Beyonce is all the way for something so, like, grandiose as that. I'm on the big stage. I got Blue right here. I thought that was legendary.
That was amazing.
But a part of me was like, damn, I wonder if Beyonce is going to fuck with that or if she's not going to. Because, you did just remind everybody that she got 32 wins, but she never won Best Album of the Year. It's actually the one who really wins Best Album of the Year is sitting right there. T-Swizzle. And then she go on later and win Best Album of the Year. Damn.
I don't look at it like that. I honestly think, fellas,
I don't even think B was in the audience when she won, was she?
She was down there. First of all, never forget who Taylor Swift looks up to.
Not anymore.
Remember when T'Challa would go up?
I said not anymore. She does.
She 100% does. You got her fucked up.
I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just being devil's advocate.
But make no mistake about it, I got something to say about T-Swift too. And Beyonce. But I did want to say this. Having Blue on the stage is just to have your daughter.
All right, come on, man.
Fuck this nigga, man.
It's like every time we see Blue, y'all do this. I'm gonna let you have it though.
To have your daughter on the stage and you show her like you backing her mom like that in front of motherfuckers like this who white people in suits and people that's important, but you get there and say what the fuck you feel behind her mother, man, that shit is dope. And it teaches a lesson subconsciously to Blue about what to expect for her future husband. And it just shows, I don't know.
I thought you was going to do the Beyonce, JayZ, can't believe that they have a kid thing.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. I just think that was
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's normally what I do. And I did feel that. But I thought it was just dope. A dope father move. I'm going to bring my daughter up here. And then we about to, you know what I'm saying? I just thought that was so dope. But
I like the way JayZ handled himself in that speech. I have a big issue with the way that we accept awards. I think sometimes we get up there and we get a little too excited. I tweeted about Killer Mike and the way he accepted his award for Best Rap Album. And I'm not even going to say I didn't like it. I was happy for Killer Mike. I just wish that, sometimes we would handle shit a little bit different, I think a lot of the response is, damn, niggas is mad that niggas is mad. And I'm like, I'm not mad. Like, there's nothing to really be mad about. It's just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know how your cousin is ghetto as fuck and it's her birthday? And she might do some shit and you like, just blow the fucking cake out. Somebody get her to blow the candle out. You know, it's not like we don't love her or we not or whatever. It just might be my issue with Killer Mike and when he got his award. And me and Terrell have went back and forth about this. I went back and forth with people on Twitter about this. Is I don't have no problem with what Killer Mike said in his award speech or anything like that. I don't. Like, everything that I normally have a problem with is what I had a problem with, which is just behavior. You know what I'm saying? I think getting up there, stomping around like you in church, spinning in a circle, talking about God, you can't tell me God ain't real. A lot of people hear me have an issue with that, and they think that I'm having an issue with God. And y'all, I'm not. Like, one thing that y'all have to think about is everybody that's sitting in that audience, majority of the people that's sitting in that audience are Christians that also believe in God, that also get on stage. Majority of the people that get on stage, black people, white people, it don't matter, they thank God. So there's nothing wrong with getting on stage and thanking God. There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like when we get on stage and we spin in a circle and we stomp our feet and we look like we were given this award and that we didn't earn it, I feel like then that essentially will impact us in the long run. And I say this all the time. We want to be respected on that stage. When we get on the stage, we should act like it. I don't think Killer Mike saying, you know what I'm saying, or being happy about winning about getting a sweep with rap, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm actually happy for him that he got a sweep. I think it is okay to just assess the way in which things can look for all of us. All right, bet. People are saying, oh, he's happy. Wow, y'all really gonna get mad at bruh's reaction because he's happy. Hey, look, sometimes you have to take emotion out. I think sometimes you have to take the way somebody feel out and just look at the image and what we see. You're not gonna see anybody else getting on stage stomping their feet. Oh my God, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I can't believe God is real. Y'all don't think that looks funny, that you don't see any other race of people doing that except blacks? How many times I gotta say it?
I just feel like when you understand the moment that was for Killer Mike, and I've said this to Terrance 1,000 times, Killer Mike was up against the wave that is Travis Scott. Everybody picked Travis to win. He said in the interviews that I'm the older guy out of the bunch. And he really wanted to win, which is why he was saying all of that I want to win shit. Because he really truly thought that he might not win. He knew he might get rap song or, you know, because the way people respond to the Andre joint, for sure. He didn't think he was going to get rap album. When he did, the celebration that Terrance is talking about was his third acceptance. The first one, he was on some humble shit. The second one, he did what you said. When he finally got rap album and did the sweep, that's why he was saying, it's a sweep, it's a sweep. The fact that he swept, he was happy as fuck. And I felt like he didn't say, we used to never be able to XYZ, or I'm up here for every black boy that's thinking. He didn't do that.
That's not Terrell. See, Terrell thinks that that's the only thing you can do to do something wrong on stage. Some of you think that too, and that's not it, y'all. It ain't just about getting on stage and talking about black people. That's not the issue.
But I think,
like, what do you have to say about?
Understand that he was happy as fuck.
Yeah.
And won the joint, and it wasn't like
yeah.
It wasn't like he didn't get up there and sing a victim song. Is what I'm saying. He didn't sing a victim song. Cheryl Lee Ralph got up that joint and sang a victim song. That was crazy.
That is the bottom bear. That is the bottom of the barrel. That is the shit that stinks. Like that's
what?
Cheryl Lee Ralph singing a slave song. That's the very bottom.
Right.
That don't mean that it because you didn't sing. Oh, hey, look, come on, y'all. She didn't get up there and sing a slave song. That don't mean you got up there and what you did up there is cool.
My question to you is this: the nigga just won 3 rap joints in a row. You want him to get, and I want you to answer this question and don't say, look at how this person did it. Look at that. I want you to answer this question.
Way you want me to. Okay.
Right. How do you think he should have accepted the award? He should have won. You won the rap album. What do you think he should have done?
I think you should go up there. You can be hype. You can thank God. You can do everything that you want. I don't think that you should get up there and be stomping your feet and spinning in a circle and screaming that God is real if you want us to believe that you truly deserve that award. I think you will look like you were gifted this award. You will look like you went on a whole campaign saying, please give me the Grammy because I have yet to win. It's been all of these years and I've yet to win. Please give me the Grammy. And it looked like they gave it to you and you gave them the reaction that would suffice a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here, and I watched you in an interview say that you felt like, I feel like this year I deserve it. I feel like this year is my year. I feel like this year I should win that. I'm not saying don't be excited about a sweep, Terrell. Y'all cannot take what I'm saying and saying if we can't get on stage and be excited. I'm saying when you get on stage and act like a child, you get on stage and act like a kid, we always let our emotions run over when we get on stage. And look at y'all. Everybody will excuse this by saying, well, come on. He was happy. Come on. He was happy that he won. Y'all don't realize that everybody that's winning awards is happy. Look at Victoria Monet. She had the speech of the night. She was happy as hell she won. She thanked God. She thanked her team. She told a beautiful story and gave a beautiful analogy about how the music industry was the soil that she felt like she was rooted in, and she grew out of that soil. And a lot of people in this room are a part of that soil. That's how you get up there and you show why you are such a musical artist that you are. You show why I'm holding this trophy instead of all these other people. You get up there and you say, yo, I want to thank my team. This is what went into this album. I watched Killer Mike talk about how much his mother meant to the album. Why not get on that stage and say that? Why are we not looking at...
You're judging Killer Mike's whole shit off of his last win.
Now, Terrell is saying if you look at the other ones that you got to go and search for, then you can see where he said that.
That's not Mike's problem, Terrance. That's not his fault. He did what you wanted him to do.
All I'm trying to tell y'all. You see what goes viral? Did the one where he's talking about his mom or talking about his inspirations for the album go viral, or y'all just asking if a bunch of people saw it? No, we didn't, bro. We actually saw this one go viral first. I went and checked out the other two, but it's like this one went viral for a reason. And I feel like a lot of you won't get why that image will keep us not respected on the stage. It's not about being happy. So you say you understand, but low key you don't get on here and act like it. You throw a bunch of...
No, because I felt like this was different. You lump him in with the other people that have done it and say, oh, they did it worse.
What do you think about...
wasn't as bad.
What do you think about the stomping around, spinning in a circle, saying God is real? Terrell, what do you think about that?
I think
that's just happiness. That's not what I was talking about with the Niecy Nash. That's not what I was talking about with Cheryl Lee Ralph. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. When we get up on stage and we act like it's a privilege to win.
Cheryl Lee Ralph got up there and started singing a victim song. That was terrible.
Okay.
Niecy Nash got up there and started talking about black women that never had a
Niecy
voice and
Nash
got killed by the
said,
cops.
Mama, I won. Come on, bro.
Then
we get up there and we act like kids.
You're right. Killer Mike
up there stomping around, dancing around like a kid.
Killer Mike did what he was supposed to did the humble shit. Yo, I'm grateful, whatever, for his first two. When he got the sweep, he was happy as hell he got the sweep. And I just didn't feel the victimness of it.
I'm not saying it's a victim thing. That's not the only part of this, Terrell.
I didn't feel like
it ain't about a victim.
I'll say this. I didn't feel like he was up there looking like, oh my God, thank you for giving me this award and we never win shit.
He didn't
get up there and do that. I felt like he was more, I felt his happiness come from damn, you beat out all of these other young niggas for the sweep. It didn't feel like, oh my God, thank you, Grammys,
Terrell,
I finally won. It didn't feel like that.
And that's what I feel like is going to be missed. I am not confused as to why Killer Mike was happy.
You just don't like the fact that he got so happy. You wanted him to be up there with a
I feel
still
like you
face.
should get on stage and control yourself. I don't think that when we win, we should get on stage spinning a big circle, stomping. You can't tell me God ain't real.
Terrance,
you can't tell me when they tell you that you can't. When we do that, I swear to you, it ain't as powerful as we think. We've been doing this shit for years. Don't y'all know we've been doing that for years? We've been talking about the glass ceiling that we broke years ago. Every year since we broke it,
I get it.
And we will never leave that place. We will still get on stage and say, thank you, Jesus, I can't believe. And let me tell you, I'm not being a heathen when I say this, y'all. I'm not going against God. This dude said, you don't love God. This has nothing to do with God. Everybody in this building love God. Everybody in this building thank God. It's only one community that has to get on stage and give it all to God. Why other people don't get on stage and say, fuck all the work I put in, this is all God. And if they tell you can't do it, just believe in God. These other people are artists, and there's a time to be religious. There's a time to be an artist. There's a time to be over rambunctious and emotional.
But there's
a time not to, because I told Terrell this. If you want a BET award, Killer Mike, would you be on there saying, you can't tell me God ain't real? No.
A BET award is not a Grammy.
Right. Now, do we even respect the Grammy? Do we even respect the Grammy?
The Grammy?
For you to get up there and you stomping around just like Niecy Nash, you crying over an award. This dude told me,
this the thing.
Killer Mike, he gets respect on that stage because he has a Grammy. Does he?
Yes.
Does a Grammy really get you respect? Is that true?
It does because, first of all, this is the thing.
When do we respect Grammys and when do we not?
This is what you got to remember. 21 Savage, like Drake, don't do Grammys.
I'm about to say, your man said this shit don't mean nothing, though. It don't impact us at all.
It don't mean nothing in our world, and that's true, but it's also with an asterisk because when you Oscar nominated, when you Grammy nominated, your price goes up. Killer Mike being a 3-time Grammy winner now, his price goes up. It is something that like we shouldn't care about because they get it wrong, but shit, if you get one, it can change shit for you.
I'm not saying you shouldn't.
The Oscars.
I'm not saying you shouldn't care. I'm just saying
my issue
when you get up there, act like.
My issue with you is you say bold statements on this podcast, and then when other shit happen, the same shit happen a different way, minus I guess some animation. You not try to keep it the same. Keep it 100.
You talking about a JayZ
told
joint.
Niecy Nash, it's not the time to speak truth to power. You're an artist. Get up there and accept the award and get off the stage.
Yeah.
JayZ gets up there. He spoke some truth to power.
Yeah.
And not saying it was exactly the same, but when you make bold-ass statements like that, you have to stand on the statement you made.
I will 100%
And the
stand
nigga
on
got up there, spoke truth to power, so you should have an issue with that part, right? You can like every other part and not like that part. You should not like the fact that he went up there and said that to Beyonce. You should be like, oh, it's not the time. You should get off stage.
Are Niecy Nash and JayZ both in the same position?
Terrance, it don't matter. Now you moving the goalpost.
So, all right, bet. So, low
That's
key,
moving the goalpost.
it's not. This shit is
They're
not
both
rocket science to you niggas.
They're receiving
this
an
shit
award.
is not rocket science, bro. It makes sense.
They're receiving an award on stage.
Do
You're
you know
moving
what
the
that is?
goalpost.
Terrell, it's not. You don't see the difference. If you can't see the difference.
Move the goalpost.
You see, when you start explaining this shit, niggas will say you're moving the
not
goalpost.
explaining, though.
Soon as I started explaining, you said I moved the goalpost.
You started by moving the goalpost. I asked you a simple, they both are
because all you want me to say is, okay,
both are
yeah, it's
black,
different. If I tell you it's not different, then I'm moving the goalpost.
They
if I
both
tell you
are
it's
black.
different, then I'm moving the goalpost.
Terrance, they
right?
both. No.
So all I can
They
do is
both-
agree with you because if
No.
I tell you that's not the same, oh, you moving the goalpost.
When you corner a nigga on what they said,
You're
and
not
they have to
cornering me.
agree because it's what they said.
You're not
they move the
cornering me,
goalpost.
bro. Let me say this without you saying that I'm moving the goalpost.
All
And
right,
if
go
y'all think I'm moving the goalpost, y'all can tell me in the
It
comments
won't
whatever.
matter. You won't listen. Niggas
I said
told
they can
you
tell
on
me in the
Twitter
comments.
all day.
Terrell,
that you
I've
was
been
wrong and
cutting
you don't give
niggas
a
up
fuck.
on Twitter that's trying to say that the JayZ shit is the same as the Killer Mike shit.
All right, go ahead.
Or the Niecy Nash shit.
Because that's my question.
JayZ, Niecy Nash won Best Supporting Actress for your role in a film.
Right.
You won Best Supporting Actress for your role in a film. JayZ is winning the Global Impact Award.
Which is a bullshit
Can we
Oscar
just
that we just gonna
fucking
give it to
stop
you.
right there?
The
It's a
supporting
difference.
actress
I'm
Oscar-
standing on this stage for a different reason.
The supporting actress Oscar is better than that.
Terrell,
This
are you
is a-
fucking kidding me?
It is. This is a bullshit. We don't give a fuck about you, but we haven't given you an award. It's like comparing a nigga getting the honorary Oscar.
Y'all know he's smoking good
Terrance.
grass. He's smoking Gary
So the
Payton.
nigga-
I'm smoking
Terrance.
Gary Payton.
So the
I'm
nigga that's
smoking
getting
Glove. I'm
the-
smoking DC. Smoking Gary
The
Payton.
nigga that's getting the honorary Oscar, does that Oscar mean more than the person that won Best Supporting Actress?
JayZ
It don't.
is getting a fucking global
Terrance, who else?
impact award.
Who else won the Global Impact Award that you
Terrell,
know? You don't know anybody.
JayZ
It's a Dr. Dre Oscar. It's not even gold. It's
Terrell,
black.
JayZ is winning an award that you got to earn in a lifetime, Terrell. JayZ is winning an award you have to learn through a career. JayZ can go be in a supporting film
What you're doing,
next year
Terrance,
and get a supporting
But
actor
Terrance,
joint
you
if he
see how
want. But you have to do a whole career to get a global
Yeah,
impact
you know
award.
what?
Come on.
I'll let you get me. Because you see, now we're not talking about how JayZ and Niecy Nash both did the same thing. And
I didn't get anything.
Now
You're bringing shit
we're
up.
talking about the difference in awards.
No,
They both are.
You the one who started the
I
difference
said that's
in
why
awards.
I said you got me because that's what you making. You
I
said
got you?
They on stage for different reasons. She's doing this. This is that. Is this even a convo? You did that. You said that. That's your sentence.
Okay, bet. So like,
So my
what's wrong
question
with
to
that?
you is, nah. That's not the question. They both black on stage. They should both not speak truth to power, like you said.
Y'all
except
think
be
that-
an artist.
y'all think that-
and get off the stage, right?
Y'all think JayZ's on that stage because he's an artist?
Yes.
JayZ's on that stage because of the music he made?
JayZ's on that stage because he's an artist first.
I feel like you are on bullshit right now.
Terrance, you are moving the goalposts, and I pinned your ass to the wall, and you trying to
Y'all realize
to
that-
scurry out.
All right,
this
bet.
is the thing.
If everybody
Okay,
thinks,
go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you
if everybody thinks that JayZ doing all of that first, and then using the fact that I'm not just a fucking artist, I don't need a role next year. Cheryl Lee Ralph.
That has nothing to
Cheryl
do.
Lee-
That has nothing to do with the argument.
That's
that
literally
bullshit has
my
nothing to do.
whole
We talk about
fucking
acceptance.
point, man.
Terrance.
This is why we won't get nowhere, because it's niggas like you that won't even let me fucking talk and get this shit
I
off.
won't let him talk. Go
Terrell,
ahead.
no, you're not.
Go ahead, Terrance.
You know what? Fuck it, bro. I'ma just let y'all have it. I'm low-key about to say fuck it and just let y'all do it. Because when I do it, all y'all want to do is make excuses. This shit ain't got nothing to do with Niecy Nash. JayZ is in no type of way in the same position as Niecy Nash. Niecy Nash, you need a role.
What are we talking about positions for,
because
Terrance?
you don't supposed to get on stage, Niecy Nash, and speak truth to power. Because that's
coming. Asterisk about to come.
I can't even say this shit.
Hey.
Fuck it, bro. I can't say it. Go ahead.
Because
I'm telling you why.
You about to add an asterisk that
Fuck
you
it.
didn't have at first.
That's
my problem.
fucking Z. Am I tripping? I can't say that. I can't say JayZ different because it's Jay fucking Z's a billionaire.
You never said that. Though.
Niecy Nash.
You said.
Yo, this
Artist-
shit dumb as fuck,
You
bro.
said artists can't get up on stage.
JayZ
and it's-
is not a fucking
It's
artist.
not your time to
He's
speak
not an
truth.
artist.
It's not your time to speak truth to power. And then the nigga gets up there and is talking about boycotts. He's talking about how we couldn't get this, we couldn't get that.
He's a
Y'all need to get it right. He's speaking truth to power, but now he's a mogul. You can do that.
I can't even say that. I can't even say what I want to say. So fuck it.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I'm
not
just a
gonna-
hypocrite.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I'm a hypocrite, and JayZ talking about how the Grammys have snubbed Beyonce, and I just want y'all to get it right. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. That's not the same
about
as
the
talking
boycotts?
about
The boycotts. The
That's not
boycotts.
talking about Sandra Bland and Breonna Taylor.
boycotts.
The boycotts have to do with the Grammys.
It's about
Breonna
us not
Taylor-
getting there, right? It's about us. It's about everybody that was snubbed. It's the same as the nigga said. This for all the people that boycotted. This for everybody. Every time they didn't show us on TV.
I'm gonna just say this.
How is that different?
JayZ is the only person, literally, arguably, in the world, in both fields, acting and music, that can get on stage and speak with that type of power. Because there's nobody else in either industry with the pull that JayZ has. The only person that can get up on that stage and speak with that type of power and not have his career impacted by speaking that way is JayZ. It is maybe a Drake who won't get on stage and talk about Breonna Taylor and black issues and stuff like that. My issue is not about getting up on stage and speaking truth to power. My issue is getting on stage, acting like you're a fucking slave, acting like you were gifted your fucking award, and feeling like you have to speak truth to power. If you choose...
That's not what you said at first,
She
Terrance.
said, I did. She said, my job is to speak truth to power. No, the fuck it's not your job to speak truth to power. Your job is you're an artist. You can choose to speak truth to power when the situation warrants. I said, listen, Terrell, please.
You've been going forever. I be rocking forever. Go ahead. When I
I
cannot respond
feel like
to
I'm
anything
making
you're
a good
saying.
point and you're just talking around it, bro.
Terrance, I'm not. You're saying a bunch and I can't respond to none of it?
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
done.
Niecy Nash. Okay, so Niecy Nash spoke truth to power.
Niecy Nash.
But since she's an artist.
JayZ is a mogul. JayZ can speak truth to power. JayZ can speak on shit. It's JZ. We're giving him a Global Impact Award. Everybody in that audience gave a fuck what JayZ was saying about the Academy, that they all, black or white, they all want to see the Academy get it right. They all feel like the Academy sometimes gets it wrong, and they all are reporting and listening to the Academy. Niecy Nash talking about black issues on a stage in front of all white people is pointless. It is not your job to speak truth to power on that stage when you speaking to the people you want to give you a job. We're not saying on some Steve Harvey shit that you putting your integrity aside. We saying stack your coin and speak truth to power when you can. JayZ didn't get on the Grammy stage years ago and do this. JayZ waited till he had the power to. JayZ made a very, very bold choice to do that, and he doesn't do that if he don't already have power. As a regular artist, you will never see them get on that stage and do that. Look at Drake.
Question for you.
Drake got on stage, did it. The nigga will never win another Grammy ever, bro.
He doesn't submit, though.
Okay,
Drake,
look,
that's a choice by him.
He don't have to, but guess what? You can't be Killer Mike and be on this tour where you feel like you haven't won for years, but then you want to play that you don't respect the Grammys. Because do we respect it and feel like Killer Mike should have won? Or do we not respect it and we on with JayZ and feel like y'all need to get it right? And my thing is this. There's nothing wrong with getting on stage as JayZ and using the end of your... Are you forgetting that he got up there and did everything that Niecy Nash didn't do?
It wasn't just about Beyonce. It was about talking about the boycotts.
Right.
My question to you is this. Can I finally ask a question, or are we going to give you the
Why
whole
are you saying finally ask a question like you
Terrance,
haven't
you've
been doing that this whole time?
I just gave you 2 minutes. My question, and then I'm asking you a question.
You're not listening is my thing. You're just waiting to respond.
No, I'm not.
Like.
I understand what you're saying, but I have a question about something you said. You just keep going. My question to you is this. If Killer Mike got up on the stage, and when he accepted his award, he said, Will Smith and them boycotted because it wasn't on TV. This person and them boycotted because it also wasn't on TV. And then XYZ happened. We just want y'all to get it right. Appreciate y'all for the Oscar. Would you have an issue with him speaking truth to power then?
Yes. Because you're not Jay.
Because he's not Jay. So
no, you're not. You're not getting that Global Impact Award. You're getting an award that you actually feel privileged as fuck to get. How crazy do you look saying, thank you, Jesus. I can't believe God is real. But then you try to get up there and act like you have power. Look how happy you are to finally be up here. This is why I say.
No, I'm saying if he would have got up there and did
if he didn't do the.
Yeah, like what if he got up there and spoke truth to power? You know, if anybody gonna speak truth to power, it's Killer Mike. I'm surprised he didn't say more.
When he got up on stage, I immediately thought, if anybody gonna say some black shit, it's gonna be him. I was surprised to see Killer Mike up there stomping around and acting like God is real. I thought he was gonna get up there and politic like Jay. I probably wouldn't have had a problem with it considering this is Killer Mike. This is his career. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have had a problem with a Killer Mike speaking truth to power because when it's time to, it's time to. You know what I'm saying? Like Terrell has made this whole thing about speaking truth to power, and it ain't. It's about how you act when you get on that stage. JayZ didn't get up there and look privileged at all. He didn't look like he gave a fuck that y'all gave me this award. Bet, hey, look, I appreciate it. Hey, this is a big-ass award, too. Global Impact Black Grammy. You trying to make it seem like it's enough an award.
But when we say, oh, so you want them to go up there with the Kawhi face, you say, no, I'm not saying that. It's like, you don't have a consistent...
Did you see Victoria Monet go up there?
She was emotional.
Nobody said you couldn't be. I never said you couldn't be.
Y'all niggas... She was up there and looked like, oh my God, I couldn't believe I won. She cried and everything. You didn't have an issue with that because I guess...
She gave a fucking speech.
Her speech was great.
She gave a speech and thanked her team and carried it out like everybody would. She didn't get up there like I can't believe that I'm so privileged to win because black people don't normally win. She couldn't believe she won because you've worked so hard, because I've been rooting in the industry. She didn't get up there and say anything about that. Neither did Killer Mike.
That's what I'm saying, though, because neither did Killer Mike. He was just happy as fuck. And since he stomped around and thanked God, because he's very religious, that's an issue. But Victoria Monet, you say she gave a great speech, but she cried and talked about how
Killer Mike got up there.
Thank God.
Killer Mike got up there and said he can't believe God is real. He said when they tell you you can't, when they tell you too old, when they tell you too whatever. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that part because I get it. I was just surprised at me. I'm not surprised at you being happy for your award. I'd be surprised at how we get on stage and show it. Like, you getting up on stage after being snubbed for 30 years. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? For 20 years, you've been snubbed, you feel like, and you get up there and you feel so privileged to win. And we gonna sit there and say, you know what, fuck the Grammys. The Grammys is this, the Grammy get it wrong. JayZ gets on stage later that night and is talking about how, yo, we don't give a fuck about this. Drake, your guy, we don't give a fuck about this. I just thought it was funny seeing Killer Mike get up there and do that. Wow. We continue to give the power to the award. That way, all of this fuck the Grammy shit, who cares? Who cares? Because y'all niggas still give a fuck about it for real. And you still gonna feel privileged when you stand on stage.
I would say that Killer Mike being as conscious as he is, it wasn't the best look for him to be so happy. I mean, not to be so happy, but to be so over the top. But I guess we just knew how much he wanted. He just kind of slipped off code for a minute.
We will always lose. We will never make progress. But how would I even say this? The fact that we care so much about feelings and emotions with shit, we will never make progress with shit. Because everything is, oh, well, come on, y'all doing too much. He was just happy. Yo, this is why we will never go anywhere. This is really why we'll never get better. Oh, she was just excited. Oh, come on. Why we got to police how people accept awards? You're right. Let's not police how people accept awards.
Consistent.
But let's also not get pissed off when we don't win awards. Why?
Terrance, you just skated this whole... It's not about that. It's about being consistent. It's about said this wasn't cool, and then this happened, and now, oh, he's not an artist, he's a mogul. Like, you escaped the whole thing because JayZ is a mogul.
I'll say this. This is my last point.
You do realize that, right?
And I'm going to tell you why I think those two are different, and I stand on that. I think Niecy Nash, you still need to get a job in this industry. You still need the white people to hire you. It ain't your job to speak truth to power and be a Malcolm X breed, a Malcolm X build type of actress. It is not your role to do that.
Who are you to say that?
You see how?
Why do you feel like you can say that?
I'm telling her that because you still want roles. Taraji feel like she not being paid right? Bet. Do you think, look what Taraji just did. She's now getting sued by Oprah for crying and all of that. Do you see how speaking truth to power in the wrong setting does not lead to you getting a role? Like I told you, nobody's going to see Niecy Nash say, I speak truth to power, and I do that to the day I die, and say, you know what? Let's give her a role. They going to look at your fucking tape. They going to look at your reel. They going to listen to your music. Like, that's why I say as an artist, it really isn't your job to speak truth to power. In my opinion, Niecy Nash, you still need a role after this. You still need to be, you know what I'm saying, liked in this industry. You don't have the power to speak against the powers that be, because guess what they can do?
But how do you
They can Nate Parker you and just not put you in anything.
But T, now you sound like Steve Harvey saying it ain't about that. It's the money game. It sounds just like that.
It sounds like that, y'all, and I'm trying to tell you,
Niecy's integrity.
Don't forget, we're talking about the stage where you win the award. We're not talking about living your life.
You right, but you also talking about how you gonna need another job, right? So don't say this. So basically what you saying.
Don't spoil your Oscar win with speaking truth to power. Speak to your art. Dude, does that make sense? Don't spoil your Grammy win with looking like they gave it to you. Get up there in front of all of these people who feel like they want to get on that stage and show them why you deserve to be up there. Because guess what? They gonna feel lucky when they win too. They probably want to get up there and, oh my God, I can't fucking believe this. But everybody knows as an artist, you have to withhold a certain level of, I'm an artist. Go watch Victoria Monet's speech. Go watch SZA's speech. Go watch the girl that won the first ever award for Columbia speech. Did she get up there and, oh my God, this opened so many doors for so many people. God is real. All of this stuff. Did she do that? No, she stood up there like an artist. She stood up there like, damn, I might want to check out her music. Whoever she is. Why did she win? Why did she win? You know what I mean? Imagine Beck beat Beyonce and he got up there and was like, oh my fucking God. Y'all would be like, he knew his ass ain't, you know?
I would feel that way.
You think they don't think that about us? Y'all think they don't think that about us when we get up there and we look so happy to win. And we didn't win in 30 years. This is his first win ever in 30 years. There are, go ahead.
It's not about what you say for real. It's about how happy you look.
Terrell.
It's about if you the Kawhi face because, oh, my bad. JayZ's actually okay because he's not an artist. He's a mogul. But if you're an artist, you better not get up there and do that and get too happy.
JayZ does not need this industry anymore.
I just feel like
when you still need the industry, you got to be very careful how you speak against the powers that be. Terrell, you used to work for Best Buy. You got to be careful how you talk about a district manager when you talking to a GM. You got to be careful when you talking about the store operations. They got us this wrong. Look, Terrell, you go to leadership, you go to Achievers. You win an awarded Achievers and you get up there and you talking about how the POS system is fucked up. They don't let us take lunch breaks. I'm speaking truth against power. This is Achievers. You can speak truth to power on a smaller level and really keep that away from this. But you chose your moment to shine in front of everybody.
If I'm the first black
and you made it about your race
and I get up there
instead of your craft, and now you're mad that you're not getting paid for your race.
This is the problem with black folks though. Because just like Dr. Umar said, every nigga has a price. And they will put all their integrity aside if it means that a bag is compromised for the future. And to me, that is also an issue outside of just accepting an award. Because we're telling the person who has the platform, millions of fans, who's in front of millions of viewers, we're telling them not to speak truth to power because it can fuck up their next role. But Taraji coming out and speaking for people like Kimberly Elise and people that are, and other actresses that may also feel that same way, she died like the sacrificial lamb because now she's going through it, but her mission and what she did was greater than her next role. And I think what you're trying to do is get people to be more selfish about their future next.
It's not
as opposed to calling out shit that could lead to a change. If Martin Luther King thought like you, he'd still be alive. Because he'd be in a church. Because he would say, you know what? I need to think about me.
It's not.
And if I'm going to be able to get my next situation, so I need to get up here and come correct. Or nah, I'm about to just get up here and make everybody uncomfortable. And I love that JayZ got up there and made everybody uncomfortable. And I don't think, you're right though. I don't think
y'all see that's the part that fucks with me right there.
I don't, what?
The you right though.
You right about the fact.
Because you don't want to acknowledge where I'm right and give me that.
Say.
You want to just say but, and that's why we won't get nowhere.
But I'm
because you saying a bunch of bullshit, but then you saying, but you right though. Then what?
I'm saying you right about the fact that we can't get up there and sing a victim song. I don't think he should have did the praise dance. I think that Killer Mike, you supposed to get up there as a motherfucker that was sitting next to Bernie Sanders on a fucking electoral campaign. I don't think he should have did that. I just
case in fucking
no,
point.
He didn't do that first. And when he did that, it was very specific. He got up there and stood correct. But I felt like he kind of earned the spot to.
Which one went viral?
That's a completely different
goalpost.
Is now moved.
I feel like I got my
talking about
I feel like I got my son on my kid right here, and they making a motherfucking
put the goalpost over here, put the goalpost over there. He kick it.
I'm with my kid and they making an excuse, and I'm like, son, it's right in front of you.
I'm not making an excuse. I'm the kid that's calling out the parent for fucked up parenting, and they keep saying I'm your parent. What I say goes.
You the kid that's like, homework is for what did the little boy say? Home is for when you get on your tablet, go outside and have fun, do what you want. School is for homework. Fuck out of here. You a young nigga.
I want everybody to put in their comments what they think, man. This is probably the most
I'll say this
geary, shifty conversation.
I don't think so.
So everybody comment, your thoughts. Even if you don't normally comment on this video and just say how you think. Because I'm going to be looking at the comments because I really want to know if I'm tripping. I will be surprised as fuck. Nobody's top comments on this video are this nigga Terrell was tripping.
I'll say this. Let me say this. If I got 6 people out of 20,000 that watch this video that believes what I'm saying or can see what I'm saying, then that's motion. Y'all need to understand he bringing up people like MLK and Malcolm X who spoke to a bunch of black people who said, this is bullshit and I'm not going to do this because. let me tell you, change don't look easy. Y'all think if we needed to make change in this field, it would look like an easy move? Instead of you thinking that I'm just bullshitting or I'm just BSing, understand that sometimes somebody has a point, but since you're the first one making that point, you might not know the right way to say it. Y'all can try to hem me up on the shit that I'm saying all you want, but the shit that I'm saying is not false. That's why Terrell will sit there and say, yeah, I mean, but you're right though. I mean, but this, but you're right though.
You're right about certain things.
It's because I legit give a fuck about how we look when we on that stage and when we get off. And I think y'all only care about the fact that bruh won. You don't give a fuck how he looks on that stage, and you don't give a fuck about what's gonna happen when he get off the stage. This dude tried to tell me, oh, well, what are you talking about power? He has the power because he's on that stage. Like, if getting an award gives you power, then why do we have Taraji P. Henson crying after doing the Color Purple movie? That's a big movie with Oprah. Why is she crying on stage if getting an award gives you respect? You know? Why do we talk bullshit about the Grammys every year if the Grammys, when you get one, you get respect? Do you? Because when we talk about people who have Grammys, we say fuck the Grammys, they get it wrong. You think JayZ respects you because you got a Grammy? No. My daughter got one. Youngest ever. Who cares? Your favorite, Drake, does he care about a Grammy? No. That's why it's like, yo, because we get disrespected by these awards, we shouldn't get on stage acting like anything but proud. We shouldn't get on stage with any energy besides just pride. I'm not saying don't cry, don't be happy. Get up there and be a real artist. Like, you not privileged to stand up there.
Unless you are a mogul, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
I feel like everybody in the comments is going to get why JayZ on that stage is different from Niecy fucking Nash. JayZ don't need not near nobody, not no more. Damn, I need to put in some prize picks. Damn.
All right, look, let's move on from this because we've been on this for a long time. Again, put your thoughts in the comments about what you think about just that whole discussion, because I'm not going to say that I'm all the way right. But I feel like this nigga be being a hypocrite sometime.
I think majority of
goalposts, but some of the stuff he said I do agree with.
I think majority of y'all gonna agree with Terrell. I know what the comments gonna look like. I'm not a stranger to it. I don't give a fuck. Soon, y'all will look back and be like, damn, bruh was right. Because this is my thing. I know that it's not for everybody to get immediately.
No,
it's not
Terrence,
for you to get immediately.
You're trying to play the, oh, y'all will see later role so that when people say you tripping, you could chalk it up as everybody don't get it. Well, how about sometimes...
I'm not saying that I'm not tripping. If you think that I'm tripping right now,
but you just said,
I'll take it.
You said, but that's you basically saying that. Not receiving the fact that you tripping. But you just saying that on some, they just don't get what I'm saying and they'll get it later type shit.
How many times y'all have I said stuff and then y'all say I was crazy or some shit and then later y'all are saying it? Case in point, the Balenciaga thing. Go back and look at that episode. It was called Third Eye Blind. Well, on that episode, I said, well, Terrell, we don't really know if Balenciaga is doing third party. I'm sorry, we don't know if Balenciaga is doing child pornography. He wanted me to say that they were a child pornography company.
I never said that.
Right?
I wanted you to admit that
you wanted me
was child pornography, and you said, well,
Terrell wanted me to come out and condemn the company, and because I wouldn't, I said, well, we don't really know. Guess who's wearing Balenciaga still? All you motherfuckers. And all of you told me I was wrong back then and didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. So that's why I'm like, you know what, bro? We're gonna keep winning awards. There's more award shows to come.
I hope
you
people
will
don't get too happy on the stage.
It's not about getting happy. The real people who see this, y'all understand. It's not about getting happy. It's not about none of that. It's just about how you carry yourself as an artist. That's it. All right, recently, this past week, UMG, Universal Music Group, removed all of their music from TikTok. They are in the middle of a licensing dispute that they haven't came to an agreement on. But because of that dispute, a lot of music has been taken off. A lot of a lot of TikToks on TikTok. We lost some audio on some of our TikToks.
100%. A lot.
Definitely a lot of them. For those who don't know, UMG owns 36% of the market.
Yep.
And like, that's huge. Sony owns 22%. I think WMG, Warner owns 18, and then everybody else is under. But like, UMG owns a big part of it, a big piece of it.
We no strangers to them.
We're no strangers to UMG. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Remember y'all, all the OG MalloryBros fans, when our videos used to get copywritten and taken down and snatched down, and the reason why our Metro Boomin stuff, some of the stuff we just had go back up on the Patreon, UMG. We've been fighting these motherfuckers like TikTok. We could teach y'all a couple things. Y'all should holler at us.
I mean, hey,
You know what I'm saying? But it resulted in a lot, or I would say majority of the mainstream artists, for the most part, music getting taken off. Drake, Taylor Swift, Kendrick, JID. It's a bunch of people that their music is just now gone. Nicki Minaj, they're gone. The music is off TikTok. Think about somebody like a Nicki Minaj. Everybody, that song that she got with Uzi, that song is has been a trending sound for since the album dropped. People that have cooking tutorials, people that just been doing random shit, people that have been promoting product. All those videos now say they have no sound because of whatever. And I know that before I get to the creators part of it, let's talk about the
actual dispute.
The actual reason why they're having this dispute. I heard, and you can tell me if I'm right, I heard TikTok is only paying $110 million, where Meta, Facebook, whatever, and Instagram, they're paying, I think, 100 or 200 million more. In order for you to get the rights to this music, you got to pay UMG.
Yeah.
Meta is paying like, let's say 250, 300 million. TikTok is paying the lowest amount to UMG of everybody that's licensed from UMG. They only paying $110 million. UMG feels like that's not enough for what we're doing for your platform. TikTok feel like I'm doing more for your artist than you're doing for my platform. So we're not gonna.
I saw something where they said UMG feels like TikTok is using AI generated recordings to get AI generated sponsors, and that's the big beef. UMG feels like TikTok is going almost like under the door to put in almost like fake shit. You know what I'm saying? A fake ad.
Yeah, but
so if it's a fake AI generated ad,
that's a part of it.
Then I don't have to give you a percentage. You know how Walt was cleaning that money in the car wash?
Yes.
It's almost like that low key with TikTok.
It is that.
You know?
And then the overhead, the price that y'all are paying us.
Yeah. It don't mean
Facebook doing the same shit. They just paying $300 million.
Yeah, that's why they say this really ain't about UMG. UMG came out and said that they give a fuck about the artists and they give a fuck about. We know that this is just business as usual.
Y'all don't give a fuck about these artists, UMG.
Mm-hmm. The bad thing is we just have to all now be on TikTok with no music.
And that was the point that I wanted to get to next. People talked a lot about how music is affected and whatever, and I do think that artists I think now this affects, if I'm an artist, think about what everybody's doing. Everybody trying to come out with a dance track. Everybody trying to come out with some type of track that's gonna go crazy on TikTok. Think about it. People like Coily Ray, your whole career is based on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm interested to see how and what will work, because when you don't have TikTok, will you still be the artist that you are? You know what I'm saying? Like Ice Spice, like I said, Ice Spice, Coily Ray. Some of these people that just have TikTok joints, it's like, oh, yo, he's the guy that made the song. It went crazy on TikTok. That might be affected. And then at the same time, I kind of felt for the creators. I hate to bring Drew Walls back up, but it was fucked up kind of what happened. All of his content now is silenced. All of it. And I mean...
You feel bad for him?
I feel bad for him because this is... What happened wasn't like what we did. We knew on YouTube, you're going to get copywritten if you play music. We just didn't want to get the shit taken down. You know what I'm saying? We knew we was kind of getting around. We knew that everybody that was using stuff on TikTok, nobody knew that it was nobody's fault for using the music. So I do think it's kind of fucked up that a lot of people's content, some people have sponsorship deals and stuff that kind of get washed in the flood.
Yeah.
So
I think it's fucked up, and I think UMG has a lot more control. UMG... Sony, Warner, they all have control over this shit. And this shit is scary because it is just them showing their muscle, in my opinion. We'll take the shit. We can come through class law and put real paperwork down to get your shit clipped. Like, TikTok is one of them things where I ain't feel like that could necessarily happen like that. Like, that was a big move. All of Drake and all of certain artists just off the platform. That's a big move.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So, I definitely think this is definitely a window into the future because we already know the dangers of creating with music. Me and you have known that since we've been doing this. And I think to see the world have to think about that'll make shit really different. I want y'all to imagine this. Everybody listen to this. Imagine if UMG said, fuck everybody. We're going to take music off of all creative platforms. They would never do that because they need these platforms now to get spins.
Right.
However, it would make me think, damn, imagine if they took music off and we were all forced to be creative without using music. That would introduce a real dope level of content with people having to create everything on their own.
Yeah.
Because look, Warner probably can't get rid of sounds.
Nah, yeah, I mean,
They
exactly.
can't get rid of movie sounds.
And that's why I think TikTok will win this dispute.
100.
They're too powerful. TikTok is the most used, biggest social media app. Like,
would it always be if we take out music?
yes.
It will?
Well, that's what we getting ready to see.
Yeah.
And I think, because guess what? Drew Walls, he's using other people's music. People that's still in that. He's
That's
still
true.
back doing what he's doing. And I only use him as an example. Like, people are still shaking and moving. They have to. If you got sponsorship deals and you got different, and you trying to bubble, you're still gonna.
People still definitely gonna use the app. That's for sure. People are definitely still gonna use it.
I watched this dude on TikTok going around. Shout out to the brother, I forget his name, but he was talking about how this is the time where if you're an independent artist and you try and get some shit to pop, this is the only time on TikTok where you're not competing with the
biggest
artist. Your shit might pop.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
We'll see.
We'll see. UMG has a iron claw grip on the fucking industry.
100%. Tell me what happened with Tyrese.
And
then we'll do the course of action.
Tyrese says he wishes he was born Latino. I'm about to tell you exactly what he said. He said, he wishes he was born Latino. They're grounded in family, loyalty. They're grounded in family, loyal, entrepreneurs, businessmen, and women literally represent the dreams, the grind, the hustle, doing whatever it takes to stick together against all odds. And that's basically what he said about why he wants to be
I don't like that, Tyrese.
Latino.
So you're saying he said that they're grounded in family, loyal, entrepreneurship, businessmen,
And women.
and women.
Literally representing the dreams of the grind,
And
the
hustle.
hustle, and doing whatever it takes to stick together against all odds.
To me, when you say that, you're saying black people are not, because you black.
Yeah.
You're saying black people are not grounded in family, loyal, entrepreneur, business people. That's what you're saying when you say you wish you were something
What if
else.
he was saying that?
Then you would be fucking wrong. And that would mean, see, because
Are you, all right, well, let me ask you this. This
are
is the
you
part
not
that's-
grounded in family, Terrance?
Stick together against all odds is what stuck out to me, y'all. I don't wish that I was Latino in any type of way. But for him to say he wish he was Latino because he feel like they stick together through all odds.
He didn't just say that, though. You added all this other stuff that it's like you're generalizing.
He's basically saying that they're grounded.
All Latinos, all of y'all are not loyal. All of y'all are not entrepreneurs. All of y'all are not businessmen. And all of y'all are not grounded in family, just like not all of us are.
Yeah.
That's a big-ass generalization to make this look good and make a big-ass generalization to make us look bad. This is why it's some bullshit, Tyrese. Sticking together at all odds.
That's the part that has me
also-
thinking, damn, you know what?
Y'all have gang violence like we do. Y'all don't stick together against all odds. This is why you can't make big-ass, blanket-ass statements like this, Tyrese.
You know why? You know what? We got so much back and forth online with black Americans born in the U.S. We got so much back and forth about with the Africans born in their, you know what I'm saying, countries and coming over. And we got all of this discourse about who's really black and who's not. The black community is low-key. Motherfuckers don't want to buy black. And oh, since you black,
The
you know,
50-50 conversation. These women, these men.
These men, look, we don't want to buy black-owned shit. We rather go buy Gucci. Then we go in black stores and be like, yo, can I get a deal? Look at Meek Mill hustling in the motherfucker at the whatever store. But he won't do that in the, like, when I see him say that they're grounded in family, loyal entrepreneurs and businessmen and all of this, and they stick together through all odds, one thing that I would say silently wished is, of course, I think we've all wished silently that the black community was a little bit more Fuck everybody, we just gonna do us. And that is something that we actually do see with the Latino community, the Asian community, where it seemed like, damn, it's dope to see y'all stick together.
Nah, yeah.
And y'all support y'all. Me and A-Train me and Candace rolled past that Mexican joint over there. Joint was bumping. And I said, you know what? We have a hard history that has hardened us. We have trauma. So it's fucked up for Tyrese to say this because that's why I said it's like, damn. Remember I told you, I said it's like, damn. We were rooted in everything you saying, but ours was stripped. But I get it.
Big asterisk you leaving out.
Big asterisk being left out. I agree. Okay, look.
Okay.
If you wish you was born Latino and it's a joke, whatever. But if you really, you know what I'm saying?
Not yet. But that's why I take issue with statements like that. And I do think, though, what you're saying about how other communities stick together, that is very true. And we have a sour representation just globally. Yeah. And people like to say, oh, y'all need to live y'all lives off of social media. There is a lot more life being lived off of social media. But one thing that we have always, as black folks, taken for granted and taken too lightly is how the rest of the world views us via media, via art, via social media. Yeah. We allow all of these movies to come out. I was just watching Boys in the Hood this morning. We just had it on, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But movies like that, the way movies have depicted, it's my phone, I get it. The way movies have depicted us over the years and made us all look like gang members and gang bangers, and it's all violence, and we love 50 Cent for giving us 7 shows about drug dealing. The music that we make where it's all about violence, and we let the powers that be, tap in, and we got people like the bro who went to the Breakfast Club. I don't know if it was, I forget what, we got Leo Cohen at Breakfast Club saying, oh, well, I got a family to feed, so fuck it if I gotta make it, invest in all of these niggas that just rapping about killing people and can't get out the hood. So I feel like we kind of allowed a lot of that. And look at social media. Like, one thing that's going crazy right now is the 20 versus 1, where y'all have probably seen those videos on YouTube where
you talked about it literally earlier.
I talked about it earlier, but like I was really looking at that joint like, yo, like we really just don't look good outside of all the discourse between men and women. And then now we got this where we just objectify, oh, next, oh, you ugly, oh, you, and then you got men saying, oh, to do a little twirl for me.
Man, they got celebrities going on them joints now.
Yeah, man, but it's just not a look good. It's not a good look.
No, I'm saying that too. It's not a good look.
Yeah, and you know what?
It's not me trying to shit on the black community. I'm not trying to,
You're right. I only say that because we do have a sour image to everybody that we just kind of say, Yeah. Our image is sour.
Our image is sour. And I think Tyrese saying you wish you was born Latino, all I was going to say is, damn, y'all, that sounds like more of a trauma-based statement than it does like you just wanting to be Latino because you think their heritage is cool or their culture is cool. I think it's like, damn, you want to be Latino because you come from such horrible culture or such horrible environment where sometimes it can feel like we don't have culture. But I'll end this by saying this. We 100% do have culture. I think we do. I think people saying that we don't have culture, black Americans, it's not the flex you think it is, because if we don't have culture, look at the influence. How we got all this influence and no culture. I think that speaks to us as a people regardless.
People can't say that to me. Yeah. I'm going to fry them up every time. I'm not going to get
you can say we don't have culture because like you said, we are the culture. I like that.
100%, bro. Everybody does what we do.
But look, not getting on the soapbox.
Not going to get in the soapbox.
I do want to also say, shout out to all of our Latino supporters
100%.
That watch this podcast. Of course, there's no shade to y'all. Tyrese just said what he said, but shout out to all I think we got a lot of Latino listeners, so shout out.
For sure. Mm-hmm. I just don't think I don't even think it has anything to do with y'all for real.
It's just Tyrese. Because he could have said any whatever, and it's really not like I said, I don't even think it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing at all.
I think it's more so like, damn.
Yeah, you just said some stupid shit.
That's like not being happy in the skin you in type shit. Damn, I wish I was white. It's like, you know what? You're not like sick or fucked up for saying that, but I get why you saying that, but it's fucked up that you said that. But
because you don't need to say it again. You need to reword how you feel a different way.
But you see, we low-key don't need to be there for each other, to check each other. We should be there to reel each other back. Like, you know what, bro?
You said some wild shit, but also You got too big of a platform. Not that you're not an A-list movie star, but you got a big enough platform where this made it to our podcast. You saying this?
Wishing you was Latino.
Which is dangerous.
Course of action, happy Valentine's Day. I think by the time that y'all listen to this, so y'all get, oh no, next week it'll be Valentine's Day.
Next week it'll be Valentine's Day.
Damn. All right, well,
you want to save it?
Nah, I'm not going to save it. I'm gonna just run this one. Do y'all like course of action or do y'all like a chance in this choice? Y'all let me know. And then we're going to mobilize on behind.
They like
up.
sweet potatoes and mac and cheese.
They
Want
like
them both together.
Put them both. Look, yeah, both.
Okay.
There's a guy whose mom's birthday is on Valentine's Day. And every year, he celebrates with his mom on Valentine's Day, taking her out. Because it's her birthday. Right. Birthday celebration. He gets in a new relationship with this girl. They've been together for 6 months. And Valentine's Day is coming up. And, of course, she want to go out for Valentine's Day. She want to do the Valentine's Day thing. And he's like, I normally go out with my mom on Valentine's Day on her birthday. And his girl felt like, well, you have a girl now. So don't you think you can go out with your mom maybe the day before or the day after?
Right.
Take your mom out for her birthday on the 13th or the 15th. He said, I feel like that's inconsiderate considering we haven't been talking that long.
Okay.
And that's something that we do and I've been doing. And he feels like she being inconsiderate about the fact that this is a tradition. Now, my question to you and all of the listeners, who do y'all think is in the wrong? Is the guy in the wrong for wanting to spend Valentine's Day with his mom like he does every year? Or is the girl in the wrong for wanting him to break that tradition and be with her on Valentine's Day?
I would tell the girl to run. Leave his ass. If this ain't a red flag, they like to talk about red flags. Red flags, red flags. Sleep on Chris Brown's album.
I thought you were singing Lil Nas X.
Hell no.
Did you see the freestyle he dropped?
That shit was fire.
That shit was fire.
I don't want to hear from you.
That shit was fire.
Stick to the shit that you do.
Yeah. Don't stop it. Look, don't stop at Jesus. Keep going.
Yeah.
Don't just stop at Christianity.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Let's see what you
and let's see how far you get.
Exactly. Now, this is what I say about the...
you see that? We not heathens.
Nah, see, look, y'all don't like him because he's... Yeah.
Hey.
But look, this is what I'll say. I think...
You said you told the ladies run. So you don't think that the lady is being inconsiderate? I take my mother out every Valentine's Day. Why I gotta take you out?
Understand that it don't even matter if y'all been together for 1 month and Valentine's Day is next month. Where is your mama's man? Even if it's not your dad, does she have a man in her life? Or if not, like, he is supposed to do that. You are the son. Mm-hmm. Ladies, you dealing with a man like that. If to me, if my daughter was to come across that,
yeah, we just want to celebrate on the 13th because he going out with his mom on the 14th.
Yeah, hell no. I have an issue. Because look, for the first part of my life, my mom was my Valentine. My son's first Valentine will be his mom.
Yeah.
But when you get of age and you have a girl and you're a man, even before you become a man, even when you become a teenager, if you got a girlfriend, y'all want to go to the movies? Cool, because guess what? You don't got to worry about mom because I got her.
Yeah.
That's my woman.
Yeah.
You got your woman now. So I feel like this young brother that's trying to be with his mom and telling your girl she's inconsiderate.
For not honoring the tradition.
That means he would never put you over his mom.
Yeah.
He's never going to. She gonna be in the room when you give birth because he needed her there for him.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all have a kid and she start barking at your girl and your girl come to you and say, yo, your mother's really getting on my nerves because, I'm trying to whatever. You're going to say, oh, well, she's
my mom.
A nightmare. Don't do it. Don't do it. Niggas love their moms, but I love my mom. That don't change. That don't mean, but I also watched my dad. I knew my dad had her. So a lot of shit be based on.
For the ones whose mom's not in their dad not in their life and just got their mom. I feel like your mom should know he young, he dating. He shouldn't be going out with me on Valentine's Day if he has a girl. That's also my thing. Like, if the mom is with the shits, like, yeah, take me out and you can take her out another day.
Not yet. Because a woman, and
That is a red flag, y'all.
Mom has always told us, you're going to get to an age where you have a woman that's going to be able to do for you things that I never could do for you, right? You're going to get in an intimate relationship with a woman. You're going to experience a level of oxytocin, dopamine releases, if y'all know what I mean, that you would not get.
Yeah. A closeness with somebody that's very different, you know?
That's a different, yeah. So it's, I think we just all need to be prepared for that change. And bruh is tripping.
Super Bowl weekend is here. Super Bowl week is here leading up to the Super Bowl. Before we even get to the game picks, we want to give a shout out to Taylor Swift winning Album of the Year and literally promoting her brand new album, The Tortured Poets Department.
Damn,
while
you giving her hella press.
I'm not giving her press. I'm just saying we didn't talk about it on the what's the name, but I thought it was fitting to add that part at the very beginning of the NFL picks, considering I feel like that will have implications on Sunday's winner.
Here we go.
And I definitely believe that.
I'm picking the we making picks?
We making Super Bowl picks. Super Bowl what? 54?
Something.
Is it 54?
I don't know. While you do that, I'll make my pick.
There you go.
I am going to pick the San Francisco 49ers to win the Super Bowl. I think Kyle Shanahan gets the best of Andy Reid, and they put up more points. I think Brandon Ayuk has a great day. I think Debo has a great day, and I think CMC will have a 2, maybe 3 touchdown day and be the MVP. Or Brock Purdy will be MVP, and it'll be a conversation about how is he really a game manager. I mean, he's the MVP.
This is Super Bowl
58. I don't think the Chiefs will win. Honestly, there's a little piece of me that does think the Chiefs will win. But guess what? I would fucking hate that. So, it's not going to happen. I don't give a fuck when people say, oh, it's Patrick Mahomes. You bet against Patrick Mahomes? All right, bet. Like, cool. It was cool. But I don't think y'all about to beat this 49ers team. And I don't think y'all would have beat them last year if it had been them with a healthy Brock Purdy and not that Eagles team. That's how I really feel. Because that 49ers team is going to play for 4 quarters. They're going to play 4 quarters. You can't do what you did against the Ravens, where you don't have to score no points in the whole second half and still manage to win because you stopped them. They have too many weapons on offense. At one point, it was Lamar there by himself. Let's be honest. He wasn't really hitting nobody, but you got Devin Duvernay, Odell's
Please,
old.
Man. We watched y'all say that Lamar finally had weapons,
He had weapons. I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm talking about that AFC game. Odell disappeared. Zay Flowers was pretty much the only one. They didn't run the ball. It was coaching issues. All I'm saying is you won't have that issue out of San Francisco. And I think they're going to win.
Bet. I think that the Chiefs are going to win. I don't have a big story or anything like that. I just think that the writing is on the wall. I'm not going to say what the Chiefs are going to do to win. Who knows? They're going to win. Taylor Swift just announced a brand new album at the Grammys.
Terrance, that has nothing to do with the shit. I'm sick of this shit.
I just personally think that thinking that it has nothing to do with it is totally fine. But also, I don't think it's all the way left. It is honestly, you say, Mr. I don't believe in a coincidence. I just think it is very convenient.
What's the coincidence of the Chiefs in the Super Bowl and Taylor Swift dropping her album?
I just think that it is just
To me, they don't. It's not like,
you drop your album and then you know you about to be at the biggest event ever. She about to be at that joint. I just think the timing of everything is perfect. Not that she planned this whole thing to drop an album or anything. I just think the way that the wind is blowing, y'all, Taylor Swift just announced a new album. Man, it ain't no way that the Chiefs are losing, low-key. That's how I feel.
If the Chiefs win, Travis Kelce get MVP, and they say, Taylor, what are you thinking?
And she says, we're going to Disney World. You can't tell me that this shit is not scripted.
If they say, Taylor, you're the first lady of whatever, who do you think? And she says, such and such poet, Laundry. What's her name of her album?
Go and watch the Torture Poets Department.
Torture Poets Department out now or out tomorrow.
Out now.
Then I'd be like, all right, this is some bullshit. But other than that,
Hey, look, the NFL conspiracy thing that I'm talking about the Chiefs having a script written, it is truly just a conspiracy and it's a joke. It's not real. It's not like my real beliefs.
Do you really think the Chiefs are going to win?
I really think the Chiefs are going to win because, like, they do this. I mean, we just watched the 49ers basically almost fucking fumble it to the Lions. Y'all came out like trash. I think the stage is going to be too big for Purdy, in my opinion. You got a great team around you, but you need to be able to lead that great team. And I think I'd have more confidence if he wasn't going against the Chiefs. I don't think that they're going to just go out there and get dogged. I think the Chiefs will win, but Super Bowls are any given Sunday. We watched the Falcons, our coach, brand new coach, Dan Quinn. Shout out my Commanders, Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury. We making shit happen. But we watched him put up 28 points.
I saw Bill put up 43 back in when he came back to D.C.
I thought that was so fucked up. I thought that was so fucked up.
I thought that
Like
was funny as
he got his 43rd point and he was just staring at the crowd. And it's like you're staring at the crowd of a franchise that you left in dismay. Like if you really keep it 100, you sign this fat ass contract and then you leave. So we don't have no room to pay anybody for real. You know what I'm saying? We just get left with dust. You feel me? We rebuilding. But it's like you come and whoop on the team you left and then you feeling all good. It's like, okay, you're dogging us because you left us with nobody, and then we paid you thinking you was our guy, low-key. We paid you for the legacy, and you was unhappy, and you left.
But did y'all treat him like Lamar? Did y'all treat him like, and y'all was putting Bertans and saying, oh, Bertans is good, he's got a shot. Y'all put all these random motherfuckers around him for years, and he left.
Hey, look, I'll give him that. Maybe we didn't give him enough pieces to be successful in Washington. It's just like, we paid you, nigga, and then you left. It's bad when you get paid and then you leave. Yeah. Look at Ben Simmons getting booed in Philly. Because we paid your ass.
No bullshit.
But Super Bowl picks. Hopefully everybody enjoys the Super Bowl weekend. We got Valentine's Day right after the Super Bowl. Aren't y'all sick of this? Believe it or not, this time of year, this is the 1 year low-key reunion of when me and old A-Train met. Around this time of year. Look, because it was Super Bowl, but it was Valentine's Day weekend. We literally watched the Super Bowl, and then it was Valentine's Day the next day or some shit. Remember that year that Valentine's Day was the day of the Super Bowl?
Uh-huh.
Shit was trash.
That was the worst. I'm glad it's the way it is this year.
Hell yeah. Yo, be safe. Enjoy the Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl weekend's a dangerous weekend. Be safe.
100% y'all. It's a bad bug going around. Don't catch it. Take your vitamin C.
Yes, sir.
This time.